The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams.
4th down and 10 for the Spartans. Here comes the blitz off of the corner, and they get there, and it's going to be turned over on downs.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for best digital production in the state.
Delmacher rolling out to the left, flips the hips over the middle. He's got him! Brody Highland to the end zone! His second touchdown of the day!
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, expert analysis, and top-notch production.
Takes a snap, gives to Schomburg. Schomburg, hole, right side! Sideline, touchdown!
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association multiple-year first-place winner for best play-by-play in the state.
Thompson back with a lone back, a man in motion, that's number 5, fakes the handoff, spins around, he's back in the packet, throws deep, he's got a man up top, and he catches it! He's still on his feet, number 18 going, the 10, the 5, touchdown Oaks!
Our sponsors include
Hoekstra's Greenhouse, Katie's Log Cabin, Generations Lanes, and Angling Only, PT Tire and Service,
Pino Construction, Verhaeg's Furniture, Schaefer Auto,
AirTech, Coal Oil and Propane, Witt Services, Pioneer Keg,
Lidkey Lumber, Hoffs of Brownsville, Municipal Well and Pump,
All Phase Heating Cooling Geo, Back in Action, Brock Fleischer, Homestead Realty,
Ergo Bank Lomira, Maxwell Plumbing, Metalcraft of Mayville,
Michaels Corporation, Quest Interiors, Schroffnagel Implement, Skyline Roofing,
Surefire Heating and Cooling, Westfall Printing and Graphics, Bristol Morgan Bank, Marshview Veterinary Clinic, Leroy Meats, Mayville Savings Bank, Bernard Plumbing, Keller Buildings.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth with Jeff's live stream, providing game day coverage.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the pit in Rosendale as the Spartans of Laconia take on the Cardinals of Mayville in this big-time Flyway Conference matchup today. Both teams come in undefeated in Flyway Conference play in volleyball, and we're going to just have a decision of who's going to be in first place finally tonight, Jordan.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, conference championship night tonight in the Flyway, and this is one that as soon as Mayville won that 5-setter against WLA, this was one for them that they were obviously looking forward to, and they take care of business between then and now, and for Laconia, the way they finish out this conference season, they knew you take care of business early on, but then for Laconia, it was bing bang boom right at the end. Campbellsport on the road, Mayville here, and then they go on the road against WLA, so they have a tough finish to their conference schedule where maybe it's been a little bit more spaced out for Mayville, but both teams do a good job to take care of business and make tonight, well, what it is, which is a pseudo-conference championship game.
Alan Capps telling Mayville as a good-looking coach.
Hey, yeah.
It's not as bald, shiny head as most people. Hopefully, I really hope he goes back and listens to that because he'll get a kick out of that one. But, Jordan, we talked about this matchup kind of for the last couple weeks because we knew it was coming, and it would have been a little bit different in that Campbellsport-Laconia game, but it went, the same way that the Mayville-Campbellsport game went. So now we're looking at both teams who swept Campbellsport, who was, we thought, one of the top teams in the conference. Yep. And now these two teams match up, and how they match up, to me, is a lot differently because you get Mayville's middles against smooth swinging outside of Laconia.
Yeah, and I think what I'm really curious about is Laconia's middle. And I said this earlier in the season, when you have Kensley McCauley and you have Bailey Gable and you have Kendall Plime, sometimes we forget how good Finley Morgan and how good Gable in the block and how good Addison Grotti, the freshman, has been in the block so far this season. And so tonight's an opportunity for them to prove it because Mayville's got an incredible block with Shelfeffer, Bader, Middlestat, Ehlers, and Voskel. So those 5 are incredible at the net. And so here's an opportunity here for Laconia to prove that they're just as lethal at the net with Morgan, with Johnson, with Gable, with Grotti at the net, and Kensley McCauley can get up there too. So both of these teams, I would argue, have 5 really dominant, imposing figures at the net. And so I think this match could be won and lost there. But as you mentioned, Kensley McCauley and the outsides and Kendall Plime, and if they can get them going, Mayville's defense, which has been so good this season, is going to get tested in a really big way.
We're going to step aside. We'll run a couple of ads. We'll come back and talk about the cards after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live stream.
For the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Precision engineering, rigorous attention to detail. A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a joy to install as it is to use.
Good to go.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant.com.
AirTech Heating, doing whatever it takes.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pino. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pino difference. Pino, build better for future generations.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today. Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Welcome back here to the pregame show on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live stream. We're going to talk about the Mayville Cardinals, led by Lillian Mansueto with 2.3 kills per set, Leah Bosco with 2.2, and then Brielle Ehlers with 1.9. And the hitting percent, we're going to go right. Obviously, we know what we're getting in terms of kills from Mayville. Beating a dead horse when we talk about it every time. But Leah Bosco hitting 40% right now, and I don't know where we're at in conference stats. You would know more than me, but my gather would be that is the highest in the conference.
They go 1, 2, 3 in the conference in hitting percentage. Now, I will say this: it is a little incomplete, unlike some of the other stats. You know, kills per set, assists, digs. All of these are a little more accurate than hitting percentages. because Campbell Sport doesn't put hitting percentage in. There's a couple of others that don't put hitting percentage in. But yeah, of the teams that do enter it, and by the way, no one's hitting it better than 400. So I can just tell you that. So Voskuhl she's safe to call her the most impressive hitter in the Flyway Conference. And so, yeah, I guess for them, it's getting into the offense consistently enough. And in the matches that they've struggled, in the tournaments where they haven't played their best, and a couple of non-conference matches where they probably just haven't played quite up to the standard that they're used to playing, especially here in the Flyway Conference, they just haven't gotten enough swings. They just haven't gotten into the offense. I think back to that Luther Prep match. They just did not get into the offense enough to be able to unleash the hitters that they have. So give them credit. In conference play, they've brought it. This is the biggest test, easily the biggest test to date for Mayville, and that's going to be one of the keys tonight is getting into that offense where Ehlers, Mansueto, Voskuhl can really start to dominate.
Another thing we didn't mention, Mayville's defense, and that's the thing that they preach. And starting in the middle with blocks, you go to Amelia Bader with 52, Voskuhl with 45, and Ehlers, the freshman, with 40. And then you go into your back row, where you have Mansueto, who plays all the way around with 4.3 digs percent. Vanderschaft, the libero, with 3.8. And then your setter, Eva Middlestat, with 2.2. Jordan, I'm trying to remember what the saying was that Coach Cap said that one night, that they want to be like, I call it the swarm is what we call it in hockey. You want to be the first person to the ball at all times. And they want to swarm around the ball.
Yeah, and he was, that was that Campbellsport match when he said fly, 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 fly. That's what they were saying. And get around the court, fly around the court, be aggressive. And we've seen that for Mayville so far this season. I just want to say this. There's a lot of really exceptionally talented volleyball players. I had a tough time. I tried to put out a midseason watch list on Flyway Focus last week. I had a really, really tough time just narrowing it down to 18 players in the Flyway Conference. I mean, that's how many good volleyball players are in this conference. And I left off some really good players as well when I put that together. But I want to specifically talk about Lillian Mansueto and Ellie Smith and Kensley McCauley, because they play all the way around. They are three of the best in terms of hitting. We know that. But then when they get to the back row, their quality in the back row shines as well with their ability to dig up balls too. So those three just want to kind of highlight as three of the very best that do it in this Flyway Conference. And we just got a message here from Coach Alan Capps. His Aunt Michelle is in Sacramento, California. She's watching right now, so shout out to Aunt Michelle out in Sacramento. Love that.
I hope she was on air when we got the point about his nice ball head. I was really hoping.
She got it now.
She got it now, but
we need to put we need to carry a corkboard with us with little pins where people are watching from. But
sometimes we got some good ones. We always have the one guy. He's from Serbia. He comes in and watches every once in a while on Jeff's channel. So
there's
he's
Coach
always
Capps.
Fun to watch. You see Coach Capps down there.
Yeah, wave to Ann Michelle down there.
We got the Spartan today down there. Look at that. You don't see him out very often. Parents' night here at Laconia.
I always figured, we've never seen Jacob and the Spartan in the same place, so I always figured he was kind of, like Batman. I thought Jacob was maybe the Spartan, but there's Batman. There is Batman in the crowd. Oh, Jacob, you got to get a shot of Batman here in the crowd, too. So
there is Batman in the crowd?
Yeah, Batman's right down in front of us in the crowd.
Oh, there he is right there. Look at that. There is Batman.
It's incredible. It's good stuff. Here only in Rosendale, ladies and gentlemen.
There is Batman.
I did not see Batman before I made the reference to Jacob being the Spartan. So, anyways, there you go. We have derailed here, but we can continue to talk about Mayville and their incredible team. Sorry.
Mayville across the board has 24 aces from Vanderschaft, Voskuhl, and Mansueto. When we talk about them, we talk about serving-wise. They don't have a ton of service errors. They're not a big ace team. Coach Capps will tell you that every time we talk to him about serving. But they get the ball in efficiently.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do. Make the other team. So what they do is they play simple. I mean, it's not super flashy, but their two big things are we're going to play better defense, we're going to play great defense, and we're going to make you play great defense, and that starts at the service line. So, yeah, it's not something that's going to make SportsCenter every night, although that whatever it was, 49 touch rally that we had a couple of weeks ago. Mayville Campbellsport was pretty cool. But usually for Mayville, it's just like, I remember last year talking to Coach Tome, the assistant coach. He's like, we want it to be like they're banging their head up against a brick wall. And then a lot of times that's what it is like to play against Mayville. It's just so difficult because they're so sound.
Overall, I had a little bit of interview with Coach Capps. We'll hear that in a little bit. And he talks kind of about like beating the dead horse, where it's like he knows what they're going to get out of Laconia, and he knows that how to stop them, but it's if they can stop them. And for Laconia, it's kind of the same way. The middles are a problem for Mayville every time they play.
Yep.
We saw one time that I thought that they were, I wouldn't say inactive, but they were matched, was against WLA.
Yeah, and I thought WLA, I was really impressed. I thought WLA outplayed them in the middle in large sections of that contest. So, but to Mayville's credit, they still found a way to win it in 5 sets. So, yeah, you're right. Both these teams know what the other team does really well. There's no surprises coming. They're both young teams, not a ton of seniors. I think there's one senior between the two rosters. Yeah, one senior between the two rosters combined. And everyone knows everyone. Easy to say that. Now go stop it. And I think that's the key.
Spartans are in the house. Pep band ready to roll. Packed house once again at the pit. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus, Video Sports, and Jeff's live streams.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter? Might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Elmira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Elmira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Municipal Well and Pump began over 100 years ago, one community and one relationship at a time. Employee-owned, employee accountable, a personal stake in every project. Today, we are the largest well and pump contractor in the region. Our customers know us as honest people who treat them as people. We believe every family deserves clean, abundant water. To us, nothing is more important. We might not always be the lowest priced option, but integrity and dependability can be rare. And in this vital industry, prioritizing a quality experience creates lifetime relationships. Municipal Well and Pump. We care about keeping clients connected to water.
At the Pioneer Keg, great food meets a fun atmosphere. Dive into their full menu featuring award-winning cheese curds and our homemade pizzas that are simply irresistible. Try the famous Brewmaster Challenge, where the food takes center stage. And if it's Friday, get ready for our amazing Friday fish fry. Check out our relaxed atmosphere. Hang with friends, where everyone has a good time. Come thirsty, come hungry, and leave happy. The Pioneer Keg, 122 South Milwaukee Street, Theresa, Wisconsin.
Whether you enjoy the sunshine of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping, enjoy the leaves falling in autumn, getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway, call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. Call 920-346-TIRE. Located in Lamira, Wisconsin.
Welcome back here to the pregame show on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams here with Coach Alan Capps. Coach, welcome back to the pregame show.
Hey, thanks for having me tonight.
Coach, it's been a while since we've seen you. Obviously, you guys are kind of in that spot where you're playing one conference game a week and a big one coming up tonight.
Yeah, oh, you're not kidding. I think this is what high school volleyball is about. 2 undefeated teams in conference, 2 teams that between the 2 teams have 1 senior, and neither of the seniors are in the starting lineup, so I think these teams will be around for a while.
Coach, we'll take it back a week. You played North Fond du Lac last week. You guys won in 3 sets. What did you guys see in that match that maybe you needed to improve on or was good enough to roll into this week?
Well, what we wanted is it's that concept of confidence and aggressive that we've been preaching. And we know that we wanted to respect North Fond du Lac just because I think all opponents deserve respect. If you looked at the records, though, some people were like just expecting to walk in there and North Fond du Lac to lay over. I have to admit, North Fond du Lac, I know we won pretty easily, but they've got to be the best team with their record that I've probably ever seen because they have a couple players who hit. They had some girls play some defense, and we eventually just kind of overwhelmed them with size and play, but it was they were good enough to allow us to, how sometimes when you play, how teams just gift you points. And it was nice that we needed to, that's not fun for anybody, but they were able to play and we were able to turn around and work on our offense. And it was a nice, measurable victory.
Coach, you've had most of the week this week to prepare for this game alone. And obviously we know both teams coming into this undefeated tonight. And the conference is sitting in your guys' hands. It's in Laconia's hands as well.
Yeah, I think that if you talk to Laconia's coach and if you ask me, I think that both of us wouldn't ask for anything different than what's happening to put yourself in a position to compete. That's what I was talking to Coach Hilbert the other day. And some people don't know, it's not always this way, but Scott and I are friends and he's the varsity football coach, and we enjoy talking about similarities and differences between our programs. And I love that concept of he always is talking about just the right to compete. And don't worry about the wins or losses, just go out there and compete. You've earned the right to be 5-0 in conference, coming in with a chance to knock off and see where we are. Remember, we're the new kids on the block. How many straight conference championships has Laconia had? They graduated all those seniors, and I'm looking up at the 24, 23, missed the 22. I think that might have been WLA. I'm not for sure. Maybe Springs, and then 21. So 3 of the last 4 have been them, and then. We haven't won a conference championship. There was a regional championship that wasn't a conference championship back in COVID. But then other than that, we've had 2 winning seasons and since 2005. So now I think that I'm curious. It'll be fun whenever I go listen to you guys on broadcast when you guys are talking about us or talking about any game. You guys are talking, and it's kind of fun to see what you guys think. Like when we beat Campbell Sport, you guys were really surprised because Campbell Sport was the team to beat coming in. And it's kind of neat because, and I can totally see that because we hadn't proven anything on that. And to come in and have an opportunity to go play at Laconia, I think that before the season, a lot of people would have been thinking Laconia might have been building a little bit more after graduating all that. But isn't McCauley just absolutely fantastic to see her?
She's a fun volleyball player to watch.
Fun story. She tried out for the Badger Region High Performance team, and she makes it to the camp. So I think it's 320 girls, tried out. 30 girls make it to camp. So I'm one of the high performance coaches, and talk about a situation because I know exactly who she is. And so I got to make her better to come beat me. And the fight that she had just such a great attitude. She just worked so hard, and I could tell she was special then. And so to see her come up and just go step straight into the limelight and be amazing. It's been fun. So, and tonight we got to try to stop that.
So, Coach, we'll roll into that. What are your three biggest keys for you guys tonight to get the victory?
Now, it's interesting because I did a deep data dig, and you know how coaches are. We go look at numbers, we go look at everything, and then the eye test. It's interesting. They played on Monday night against Kewaskum, and then they played, who'd they play last night? Or no, Tuesday night they played, I forgot. I think they played on Tuesday night. And it was interesting. No, that's not true. I think Kewaskum played on Tuesday night after. But watching them on Monday night, it was they went 4 with Kewaskum, and I was watching on Huddle, and it's just kind of neat because they do a lot of the same things we do. I wouldn't have thought that looking at them that they would have been as big a blocking team as they are, but they are a very good blocking team, and when they get blocked, they cover really well. And so we get our share of blocks, and I think that, you know, the thing is they'll be there to clean them up, and they'll bring it right back at us. So in preparation, we did a lot of work on blocking and keep playing. Blocking, expecting it to come right back over. We get blocked and keep playing. So I think that tonight is, I'm pretty for sure that the rallies will be a little bit on the longer side. I think that I would be surprised if either team did a sweep tonight. I think that I'm sure hoping. I don't want to go 5 tonight because my heart, I don't know if it's ready for that. But I think that I always tell my club girls, because we always play best 2 out of 3 in club. I said championship games are always meant to go 3. And so I know tonight's not the real championship. I know that both of us have another match. And I think that both of us will be favorites in our next match. And it's true that anybody can beat anybody on any given night. I think Akanto took a set from Campbell Sport early in the season. You know, so I think that we're just going to go. Laconia is a champion that is worth giving your best effort. And I think that that's what we're going to do is go try to just compete tonight.
All right, Coach, thank you for joining us. And good luck tonight, as always. That's been Coach Alan Capps with Justin Schwartzman on the pregame show on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams.
Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget. And we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry, our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
Upgrade your comforted living space for 2025. Your living room should be a place of comfort and connection. A sectional provides the perfect blend of style and function, giving you plenty of seating for family, friends, and relaxation. For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving the Waupun area at prices you can afford. Visit us today at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
When you're not watching games on Radio Plus or Jeff's live streams, find the latest scores and top performers from the Flyway Conference by following Flyway Focus on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and stay up to date with the latest conference news every morning with the Flyway Focus Sports Report on YouTube or Spotify.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
At Warner Harmson Furniture, Flooring, Kitchen, and Bath, we know that your home is more than just 4 walls. From kitchen and bath remodels to full home renovations and new construction, we have the team for you. Warner Harmson brings expert design and craftsmanship to every project. Dependable, detail-driven, and dedicated to you, we turn your vision into a home. Warner Harmson, we do it all. Visit warnerharmson.com and book your free consultation today.
Dripping faucets and running toilets aren't just annoying, they're increasing your water bill. Clogged toilets and drains aren't just frustrating, they often indicate bigger problems. Pipe bursts aren't just messy, you need Maxwell Plumbing. These guys are affordable, and they know what they're doing. For plumbing projects and problems, it's Maxwell Plumbing, located in Lamira, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, and Washington counties. Maxwell Plumbing and HTG.com.
The brand new branch of Ergo Bank in Lamira is now open. See them today at 250 North Main Street. Plus, lock in a limited time 6-month CD at an incredible 4.70% APY with a minimum deposit of just $5,000. But hurry, this offer is only available at the Lamira branch through September 30th. Visit ergobank.com or call 920-392-5005 to learn more. Ergo Bank, better banking by design. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Early withdrawal penalties may apply. New money only.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. Jordan Band fired up.
Oh, yeah.
Band's fired up. It's a loud one here at the pit once again. We talk about it every time we come here, but of all the places we go, this is by far the best atmosphere for a high school sports game.
Yeah, I really enjoy it here. Tonight especially, everyone was wondering, when they redid this thing, would it still feel like the pit? Tonight it does. I mean, Jacob's done a great job of getting some shots of the crowd here tonight. We're not going to have a single seat empty in the house. I mean, maybe a few on that far side, but there is not this thing's going to fill completely up by the time we are done. There's another 50 people standing up here in the mezzanine right now that haven't found their seats yet. And they've got 5 minutes and 30 seconds to do so before we get this thing rolling. I expect it to be loud. I think it's going to be energetic. This is what it's all about. Conference championship on the line. Spartans, Cardinals. What could be better than this?
We got a Hawaiian-themed night from the Cards. We got, I think, Blackout from Laconia.
The Spartan is here?
Yeah, the Spartan is here. I don't know where he went now, but got the guy in the drums that was killing it in the commercial break. I wish we were here to see him. He was going to absolutely ripping on those drums. It's really exciting. But, Jordan, we're going to get here and we're going to talk about what we have seen from this Spartans team. We go back to last week, what they did against Campbell Sport. Obviously, we knew what they were capable of. How things started against Campbell Sport, we were shocked because they blew it open in the start. And, again, it's just when I talked to Coach Weiss today, I messed up my audio on it, so I didn't get the recording on it. But she talked about the fact that from whatever she's seen from this team, this is gives me stress headaches, but it's a whole lot different than any team I've coached.
Well, yeah, I mean, she said it in the postgame. When they went down in that – first of all, you mentioned the start. That was incredible. Just absolutely blitzing them out of the gate was one thing. Then in the second set, they go down. They're trailing by as many as 7 points in that second set. They find a way to chip back into it, close that set out extremely well, find a way to win that, and then they get the sweep. It's similar in some ways to that that Springs match earlier in the season. And really, those have been the two biggest tests so far of Laconia's conference season. Campbellsport and Springs, they'll obviously have Mayville tonight and WLA coming up next week. But yeah, I think if Coach Weiss said it in the postgame show, she doesn't believe she's had a team that has the never say die attitude that this team does. Now, she's also had some teams that just literally never died. I mean, they were so good that they ran everyone in the conference out of the building. However, that hasn't quite been the case. They've had some down moments in the conference season this year, and every time they've found a way to buckle up and come back and in every case get a sweep. They have still yet to lose a set in conference play, so that's something that's pretty impressive too.
What she talked about, her three biggest keys for tonight were serve receptions, serving, which she says every time, because she says there's moments where they know that they need big serves to get in, and they haven't been there this year, and getting the block there against these Mayville hitters. Yeah, I go back to the Berlin tournament where they actually lost to Campbellsport. They, serve receive was good, but some of the other defensive passing wasn't there for them. Usually it's so good for Laconia with how they pass the volleyball, and but yeah, it's getting at their presence at the net. I think is what I'm similar to what Coach Weiss said. That's something I'm fascinated to see tonight. Is how do they deal with such a massive lineup? Because it's not every time you go out there and you have to face a team that has 5 girls that are at or right about 6 foot like Mayville has. See some of the best hitters in the conference that we talked about already today. Kensley McCauley averages 4.2 kills per set. Finley Morgan with 2.7 and hits about 26%, as well as McCauley at 22%. And then Kendall Plyme on the outside as well with 1.6 kills per set. But it's different when you see a girl like Kensley McCauley rise up on the outside and swing. And we talk about it every broadcast. We same with Ellie Smith over at Campbellsport. We know what we're going to get out of her, but Jordan, man, is it fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. And with the way that Bailey Gable and Gabby Pino have set the ball this year, it's given Kensley McCauley so many opportunities to just absolutely unload on a ball. And to a certain extent, it's something that I'm sure Lillian Mansueto wishes maybe she got a few extra shots like that. There's just so many mouths to feed in that Cardinal offense that sometimes she just doesn't get quite the opportunities that McCauley does. But I tell you what, it's with McCauley, it's like wash, rinse, repeat. She had 55 kills this weekend again. I mean, it's just she's so consistent, and the power that she hits it with is really impressive that she is so consistent. And so, you got to give, obviously, Gable and Pino a lot of credit with that as well, because they have really turned into two of the premier setters in this conference.
In the middle, we see the blocking prowess of Finley Morgan with 55 blocks this season. Bailey Gable with 47 and 28 from the freshman Addison Grotti. But we're going to see another one of the great liberos in this conference, and Josie Bassler with 4.2 digs per set this season so far.
Yeah, we could just run down all of the liberos in the conference. Haley Wolf from WLA is terrific. Vanderschaff is awesome for Mayville. Josie Basler is right in that conversation with Annalise Kuhn from Springfield. All Ayla Garvey from Campbellsport. All of they're so they read the game so well. They get to the ball. Their hustle is undeniable. And with Basler, she has quietly become like one of the big important leaders of this team with how she passes the ball. And she makes the role of Pino and Gable easier with how she just gets to everything. She reads the ball so well, and 9 times out of 10, it's a good pass.
Aces for this team, 51 from McCauley, 50 from Morgan, 38 from Scarlett Nitz, who's been a pleasant surprise for Coach Caitlin Weiss from the service line.
Yeah, it's always nice when your studs can do everything, and they do. Morgan and McCauley do. And then, you mentioned it with Scarlett Nitz. She has been terrific this season, and I still haven't gotten the courage to ask Coach Weiss if that was the plan all season long, but if it wasn't, man, what a pleasant surprise it's been this season.
30 seconds on the clock. They are going to run the national anthem. We will step aside from the pit. We'll come back with volleyball after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live stream.
Schroffnagel Implement of Elmira is a proud sponsor of the Lions in today's game. A family-owned and operated business since 1951. They're a full-service ag and lawn and garden center, too. Pickup and delivery are available. Schroffnagel Implement of Elmira. Check out their brand new up-to-date website at schroffnagel.com. That's schroffnagel.com. Go Lions from your number one team at Schroffnagel Implement, Elmira.
You've dreamt of the kind of home you want to live in for years. Now is the time to turn that dream into a reality. Quest Interiors has you covered with flooring, cabinetry, and countertops all in one place. From kitchens and bathrooms to family and bedrooms, bring your vision to life with professional installation. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Gather the gang for a meal at Leroy Meats, Horicon, Ripon, and Fox Lake. Perfect tailgating treats include the freshest cuts of beef, chicken, and pork, along with award-winning sausages and cheese. Remember to stop at the Fox Lake location, now bigger and better than ever, to meet your needs. Leroy Meats also provides venison processing. For precise cuts and the tastiest products, hunters know to go to Leroy Meats. Find this week's lunch menu, coupons, and hours at LeroyMeats.com. Nobody beats Leroy Meats.
At Mayville Savings Bank, we're a bank that is here for you, helping you save money instead of piling on service fees. We still take walk-ins, no appointment necessary. We're a bank where your loan is a local decision, with friendly employees that still answer our phones. A bank that offers online and mobile banking. We're a bank where you're our best interest. Bank at the bank you own. Mayville Savings Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Skyline Home Improvements, LLC is a proud sponsor celebrating 25 years. Cody and Dwayne are proud to be a 4-star certified CertainTeed single installer, offering up to a 50-year warranty on shingles and a 10-year warranty on workmanship. Whether it's a steel roof or rubber roof and shingles, make the right choice. Skyline Home Improvements, LLC. Free estimates, of course, from the football guys at Skyline Home Improvements. So what do you say? Let's get started on your home improvement.
You take steps to keep yourself in top performance. When was the last time you did the same for your home's air system? Annual maintenance from the experts at Surefire helps to extend the life of your system. Proper maintenance can be the difference in years for your home's air system and major savings in energy costs when it's running at its best. Keeping your home's air system at its best will help you stay at your best for what's really important. Trust your home with Surefire. Surefire, keeping what's important comfortable since 1947.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports, and Jeff's live stream is going to give you the starting lineups for both teams. Number 2, Megan Wendorf gets to start for the Cardinals today. Number 6, Brielle Ehlers. Number 8, Neva Middlestat. Number 9, Lillian Mansueto. Number 10, Leah Vasco. Number 12, Amelia Bader. And the libero, Marissa Vanderschaaf for the Spartans. Number 3, Finley Morgan. Number 4, Kendall Pline. Number 5, Hayden Johnson. Number 7, Bailey Gable. Number 10, Addison Grani. Number 12, Kensley McCauley. And the libero, Josie Bassler. Jordan, what are your 3 biggest keys? Let's start with Mayville for tonight.
Yeah, they gotta feed their middles early and often. I mean, with if you have players like Leah Voskuhl and Brielle Ehlers, you have to get them the volleyball early. You have to get them some early confidence. Play your identity, and then I think, which is the defense. And then I think the big thing I'm interested with both of these teams. I did notice both of them had a couple of players when they went out there for the national anthem, and the PA came on and they said the Mayville Cardinals, and the loud roar that Mayville, the great traveling support from them, and then in your Laconia Spartans, and then the place just erupts. There were a couple of players on both sides that got big eyes. And this is, like it or not, this is the first experience in a true championship type of atmosphere where this thing is going to be loud all night long. And so how did both of these teams handle that? I think that's going to be a key for both. If I'm going to go with some Laconia-specific ones, obviously, Coach talked about getting the serve in. That's always key for them because they're so lethal with it. And so if they're getting their serves in, Mayville's going to be difficult for Mayville to get into their offense because of the ferocity that we see Laconia serve with. And then the other one, I want to see how they battle at the net with the likes of Leah Voskal and Amelia Bader. Bader v. Morgan is going to be fascinating tonight because those are two of the best blockers in the conference.
Laconia will serve first, and we will see Bailey Gable back to serve. And we are just about underway at the pit for some Flyway Conference volleyball matchup. Mansueto has to go off her arms. They start with an ace, and the place erupts.
Yeah, I hope that comes through on the broadcast, how just loud that this place just got. I mean, this is the pit.
It will go to Mansueto again. Middlestad will go cross court to Bader. It was high, overpass, knocked down by Bosco. Mabel with the response, it's 1-1.
Yeah, so there you go. There's the two keys for Laconia. One a good one is just what you're going to have to deal with. They got the first two serves in, have one ace, but then Leah Voskal, what a play at the net.
They will set for Finley Morgan in the middle, into the block of Voskal. Hocked up at the net. They're going to ply him on the far side. She goes deep into the back row. Mansueto, Middlestat will set cross court. Schempfeffer readjusts, goes deep to Bassler. They will set in the middle for Finley Morgan. Tip shot off the hands, falls to the floor. Voskal couldn't get to that one. 2-1.
Yeah, and if you're Laconia, you're going to have to be okay with that tonight. Not everything that you hit is going to go screaming down to the floor. You got to be okay with hitting hands and just finding a way to get a kill.
Nitz serves and gets the roll.
Yeah, that time Bader turned around to kind of prepare herself for the offensive side, and she turned around a little too quickly, and that was what Coach Capps was saying. Just make sure you see that ball cross.
That one's out. Service error to boot. Makes it 3-2.
But still, two aces so far for Laconia, so that's a good start for them serving-wise. Obviously, Coach Weiss is going to be, pretty angry about having an error this early as well. But
they will set to Finley Morgan again. Into the block. It falls to the floor. Allison Schempfeffer with the block kill.
Yeah, and she's kind of the unsung hero of all of this. Like, her statistically, not a ton of kills. She hits it at a very high percentage. I mean, she's very efficient. Doesn't have a ton of blocks, but she is just as important as anyone in that front row.
McCauley rises up on the outside, makes it 4-3.
Yeah, this is just what you're going to get tonight. Text your friends, man. If they aren't watching this yet, turn it on. This is going to be high-level volleyball all night.
Morgan goes back to serve. Mansueto gets it up for Middlestat. Pushed over deep by Schempfeffer. They will go to ply him to McCauley. Big swing off the block and out of bounds. It's 5-3. Finley Morgan will serve again. Back and forth we go to start this one. Schempfeffer sets to Middlestat. Back to Schempfeffer. High off the hands. Ply him with a good dig. At the live, knocked over, free ball for the Cardinals. Set from Middlestat in the middle. Mailers into the net. The block of Hayden Johnson was there, but it was off the tape.
Yeah, Mayville's got to use those free balls. That one was a little too far out in front of Ehlers, and that's why it was into the net. And you got to be a little tighter than that, especially on a free ball, because you're not going to get a ton of them.
An ace for Finley Morgan, her 51st of the year. It's 7-3.
There's got to be some team kind of competitiveness there between her and Kensley McCauley. They're neck and neck in terms of leading the team in aces.
7-3, Mansueto, or Schempfeffer as it goes off her arms. Well, no rivalry anymore. Morgan takes the lead in aces with her second in a row.
So that's ace number 4 in the first 8 points for Laconia. If they get the serve in, it's just so hard to deal with.
How about another one? 3 in a row, and Coach Cap's going to burn a timeout. Big run from the Spartans with Morgan at the line. It's 9-3. We'll step aside. Well, go ahead, Jordan.
I was going to say, they got to call that a turkey. I know Jacob's a big bowler down there on the camera. That's a turkey right there, 3 in a row for Morgan.
All right, we'll step aside quick and run a quick ad. We'll be back after this.
Looking for a change? A new career that checks all of the boxes? Excellent benefits? A great team culture? And plenty of room to grow? Metalcraft of Mayville is looking for candidates like you to fill openings in Mayville, West Bend, and Beaver Dam. Metalcraft truly believes employees make the difference, offering paid training, top wages, and a regularly sanitized, safe workplace. Apply today at mtlcraft.com.
Metalcraft of Mayville.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. 9-3 for the Spartans. It was 3-3 before this run, a 6-0 run with Finley Morgan at the service line. Jordan's writing it down to make sure that I got it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just writing down the 3-3 because we'll see how long this thing goes. See if Finley can find another. Oh, that was mighty close. That's the right call, though.
That's a right call from that back official. She thought about it for a second, but it was right. It makes it 9-4. Mayville gets the side out they need.
But that's how close that was. I mean, that was half of a volleyball deep, and that would have been 4 in a row in terms of aces for Finley Morgan.
Riley Weniger and Reagan Hardesty check in. Hardesty will go back to serve for the Cards. 9-4 lead in set 1 for the Spartans. Climb out of the back row, Gable to set. Awkwardly off her hands, they go cross court. Shelfepper with a good dig. Vanderschaft gets it up. Pushed over by Mansueto. Gable will set. McCauley readjusts, rips it down the line, 10-4.
It's just so difficult to try to stop that if you're Mayville. I mean, the Cardinals flying around the floor there, and yet still, you know, Kensley McCauley at the end of it all, able to contort her body and just fire one down the line.
Abby Pino serves awkwardly off the arms of Shelfepper. How about a fifth ace? It's 11-4. And a pair of those go off the arms of Shelfepper already. Pino retains serve. Weniger gets to it. Hardesty knocks it up. Punch deep.
Yeah.
Hardesty was underneath the net. It's 12-4.
Yeah, and obviously Coach Capps doesn't want to burn that next time out right away here, but they got to find a way. I don't think that'll go as it certainly won't go as a service ace, but that's one of those extended aces we've talked about.
It will go to Weniger. Big swing. That one just misses that back line. 13-4.
Yeah, good call there from Coach Weiss, and good job by that back row to duck down and stay away from that one.
That one's deep from Pino, makes it 13-5.
But again, you'll take that if you're Laconia. I mean, you rattled off 3 points there before you get the error. So, look, if you have 6 first set kills, that's great. 6 in your first 13 points?
Pino sets cross court. McCauley into the tape and out of bounds, but they will say it was touched.
Ooh, yeah. No complaints from Mayville, so that must have been. It certainly looked like it was into the tape, as you mentioned. That's what I thought, but
official was right there too.
Yeah,
hard
no doubt.
to see a little bit.
It was, yeah.
Spartans have blown this set open. It's 14-5. Kept alive by Vanderschaft on a defensive effort. They will set with Pino. They went a little too close to the net, tipped up by Gable. It will go to Mansueto. First hit her today. They push it deep. Hardesty will go back to Mansueto through the block. Good to get her going. It's 14-6.
Yeah, and they got to find a way to continue to get that from Lillian Mansueto because they just don't give her that many opportunities. Let her rip at a couple because she's got that in her bag. She just, she just didn't get a ton of opportunities to swing like that.
Climb goes deep. Vanderschaft. They will set back to Mansueto. Big dig from Bassler, kept alive. Pino knocks it over, free ball. Wendorf gets it up. Hardesty to Mansueto from the 10-foot line into the tape. 15-6.
We saw a great play from Marissa Vanderschaft just a moment ago, but how about that from Josie Basler? Otherwise, that's 2 in a row for Lillian Mansueto and maybe a little bit of momentum for the Cards, and now it's right back to another timeout. Coach Cap's going to go all in here with 2 early timeouts.
15-6. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's Live.
At Bernhard Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhard Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhard Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
Dedication, training, giving 100%. Back in Action proudly supports high school athletes on and off the field. From physical and occupational therapy, pre- and post-orthopedic surgery, to work and sports injury.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. Josie Bassler goes back to serve, 15-6 lead for the Spartans. Set in the middle, Bosco with a big swing, 15-7.
So far we've seen Vosco get 2 opportunities. She's got kills on both of them, and Brielle Ehlers has 1 swing so far. So that's 3. And again, like, Mayville's not going to shy away from who they are. That's Mayville. They feed the middles, and that's just, they got to get more opportunities, and it starts with serve receive for them.
Big swing from Plime through the block, 16-7.
Great swing from Kendall Plime. Her first kill of the night, and a loud one to get that. They just, Laconia's gotten a couple of points, and then they give it back, but they side out right away, and there's just been no momentum for Mayville offensively.
Tipped over in 2 by Middlestat, punched deep by Bailey Gable. Vanderschaff is there. They will set to Mansueto. Mansueto into the block. Finley Morgan got her hands on it, goes off the hands of Bader and out of bounds, 17-7.
Yeah, and Morgan and Bader have gone back and forth in the conference in terms of who leads it in blocks, and I think Morgan is back on top, and she's been dominant at the net all season.
Middlestat to Bader. Rolls it over, it's out, 18-7.
Yeah, if there's one thing Mayville needs to clean up, it's serve receive. The aces are one thing. Giving up 6 in one set is one thing. But even when they haven't, it just has not been a good enough pass to get Middlestat the ball.
Bosco off the arms of McCauley and out of bounds. Her third kill, it's 18-8.
So she's hitting 1,000 right now. She is 3 swings, 3 kills. And you got to just, if you're Mayville, you got to keep that rolling.
Got one of your better servers back at the line in Mansueto, 18-8. Need to go on a big run here. Bailey Gable sets cross court. Plime high over the hands. Middlestat to Shelfeffer on the far side with a runner tip. Falls to the middle of the floor. 18-9.
Smart tip that time from Shelfeffer. Ball was too far behind her for her to get a good swing, so she just makes a smart play.
18-9. That one's deep. Service error. First one on the day from Mayville. Makes it 19-9.
Yeah, that one inopportune time there. If I'm Mayville, I just want to go on a run. I just want to force Laconia into a timeout, right? I think that's what my first goal would be. Then see where you are in that set and see if you can't get back into it.
Bader goes down the line. That one's good, 19-10.
Yeah, great spot. And that was a nice job to get Scarlett Nitz immediately off that service line, get her back out, and an opportunity now with Leah Voskel, who is another really good server for you if you're a Mayville fan.
19-10. Gable will set it in the middle for Finley Morgan. Cross court. What a play by Finley.
Everyone wants to have that kind of athleticism. To get up that high, that early, to be able to survey the defense and have the ability and the athleticism to pick out where you should I'm just going to backhand the ball over there.
Bader goes deep, 21-10. Got Andy Staplefeld coming in saying, go Cards. Andy works for us. He's a Mayville graduate.
There you go.
Carla Witkowski saying Spartans. Thanks for streaming.
It's been Spartans tonight so far.
And you see Brielle Ehlers getting her second swing on the action. First kill, 21-11.
So here, let's recap it again now. Your middles, if you're Mayville, your middles, 5 swings, 4 kills. And again, I understand. I mean, you have to go where some of this is the pass, right? The serve receive hasn't been good enough. They would tell you that. If you get a good pass, then you have a little more options for where you go. So part of that is certainly that.
McCauley off of Mansueto and falls, 22-11. 5 kills in this set for Kensley McCauley.
Yeah, no quiet first set for her this time. She is come out swinging, and doubled up the cards have the Spartans.
Sends Gabby Pino back to serve. Hardesty in the middle. Ehlers, big swing, finds the line. 22-12, what a swing.
Yeah, that's more reminiscent of what we saw. I'm thinking all the way back to the Battle of the Marsh, the first day of the season, when Brielle Ehlers, this unbeknownst freshman to everyone else, came out and had 11 kills in her first varsity contest, and that's what she was doing.
22-12, McCauley dug out by Vandershoff. They will set for Mansueto into the block and falls out of bounds. Johnson got her hands on it, but it's 22-13.
Great dig from Vandershoff to keep that one up. That's a kill 9 times out of 10 for Kensley McCauley. And a nice job on the other side for Lillian Mansueto to hit the outside hand.
This time they'll go to McCauley. Off the high hands, it falls to the floor. She'll go through the block this time.
Yep. No, ain't broke, don't fix it. But that's the benefit that Laconia's had. They've passed the ball a little bit better. They've been able to go to McCauley whenever they want to.
Mansueto knocked up by Hardesty at the net. A joust forward, and we had a Cardinal into the net. Nope, they'll say a double hit. 24-13, set point. Weber V saying, way to go, Spartans, and they're rolling here in set one with Kensley McCauley now at the service line with set point. Hardesty gets to it. Mansueto into the net. Spartans win set one, 25-13 in dominant fashion. We will step aside. We will come back after this on Radio Plus, Video Sports, and Jeff's live streams.
The staff at Back in Action is trained and dedicated to you and your recovery. Your personal care plan starts with a visit to Back in Action in Fond du Lac, Kewaskum, Mayville, and New Holstein. Back in Action, getting you back in the game. BackInActionRehab.com.
Brock Fleischer here with Homestead Realty. I know that buying and selling a home can be stressful. I'm here to help. Are you ready to sell? I have buyers waiting for a home just like yours. Are you looking to buy? I can sell any home that's on the market, and I'm here to get you pre-approved to purchase, along with finding the best loan and lender for your situation. I'll even go as far as arranging movers. For an easier real estate transaction, give me a call. Brock Fleischer, 920-960-0555.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pino. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pino difference. Pino. Build better for future generations.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help get a great night of sleep night after night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you should trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Verhaeg's Furniture, Marf. 50 years strong, quality you trust, and prices you'll love. Verhaeg Furniture.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus, Video Sports, and Jeff's live streams. The Cards will start with the serve on this one, and probably what they want to do is start with the serve because serving for Laconia in the first set was fantastic. He had 3 aces from Finley Morgan paired with 6 kills from Kensley McCauley in that first set. You'll start with a Finley Morgan kill on another tip shot.
Yeah, for Mayville, here you go. This is where it's got to change. Serve, receive, clean that portion of the game up, and then you can get your hitters involved a little bit better, but here's an overpass.
Good job by Mansueto to keep it alive. Bader almost missed it. Free ball for the Spartans. Gable will set cross court. McCauley into the block, falls to the floor. Amelia Bader with a block kill.
I mean, how many times have we seen that all year? McCauley just absolutely suffocated by a block, like once or twice maybe. That just tells you the quality of Mayville's presence at the net.
And we'll send Mansueto back to serve, 1-1 tie. Bassler, they'll go cross court to McCauley, tip shot. Good dig by Middlestat. Punched over in 2, Grotti goes cross court to McCauley off the tape. Shelfeffer readjusts off the high hands, kept up by Gable. Grotti gets it up for McCauley again. She swings away freely off the arms of Shelfeffer.
Yeah, so I've wanted to make this point for several matches now. I just haven't been able to fit it in. But Addison Grotti this season has a handful of assists, and she has a handful of assists in every match that they play. And she is so key. And there she is on the block as we were talking about her. As a freshman, she's made so many strides, positive strides this season. But when Bailey Gable is forced to, tip a ball or receive a hit, it is always Addison Grotti who's able to put a hittable ball up for the Spartans, and it just makes them so versatile.
Cross court, McCauley with the swing. That one went off the tape and falls to the floor, 3-2. And probably what you needed if you're Cards. They went on that big run with Morgan at the line. This time they will not go on a big run with Morgan at the line.
Yeah, nice job to side out there. And got to go on a run of their own with Leah Voskuhl.
Cauley punches to the far side. Shelfeffer gets it up. Voskuhl back to Shelfeffer. Rolls it over into the back row. They will go over into Ehlers. She'll get it back and swing it off the arms of Gable. They'll go to McCauley. Punch it cross court. Both teams out of system so far in this one. Bader goes deep and down the line. We saw her do it before, just kind of a little hop and rolls it down the line. It was placed perfectly. It's 3-3.
It's easy to forget that Bader's just a sophomore because she plays so much. Everyone out there plays like seniors on these two teams. It's incredible. But that's the next part of her game that she's going to continue to develop. Because that's the best part of her game right there.
Big block off the face of Bassler and falls to the floor. And we talked about it. You don't see McCauley get blocked a ton. And I've seen Bader on back-to-back swings from McCauley get blocks.
Yeah, she's got the knack to do that, does Bader.
They go to Grotti through the block of Shelfeffer and falls to the floor, and we're tied at 4.
Yeah, that's 3 big plays now in this second set, early part of the second set by Addison Grotti. She's going to take a seat as Pino comes in to do the setting.
Spartans fans, or Cardinals fans, livening up a little bit. They'll go to Ehlers, and that one goes off the tape and out of bounds. 5-4 lead for the Spartans. Pino goes back to serve again.
Yeah, and that right there. That's one that Bader, as her career progresses, she's going to continue to get better at that. And offensively, she'll figure that part of the game out.
Ehlers into the block of Bailey Gable.
Yeah.
And falls to the floor.
Solo block, and I think that's what Coach Capps is telling her right now. Just identify the solo block. Be creative with it. Tip it somewhere if you got to. Don't have to necessarily hit everything.
Knocked up for Shelfeffer. Rolled to McCauley. Pino will set too close to the net. Tipped over. Good dig on a pancake from Mansueto. Kept alive. Hardesty. Or Middlestat can't get it over. It's 7-4. Good defensive effort from the Cards.
Yeah, it was great hustle. But what a job by the Spartans to just manufacture something out of, like you mentioned, one that Pino probably thought was a little too close to the net.
Schellpfeffer with an errant first pass. 8-4, and you could say it's another ace, and starting to feel something slipping away. Coach Alan Capps will burn his first time out. 8-4 Spartans in set 2. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's
Drilling focuses on providing clean, safe water for everyone. Their expert well water testing checks for bacteria and nitrates, ensuring peace of mind. As part of SAM's commitment to providing safe water, an in-house water testing lab is integral to SAM's service offering. The Water Sampling Lab is a separate division SWD Labs and prides itself on friendly service and a quick turnaround. Whether for drinking, irrigation, or livestock, SAM's has it covered. Trust SAM's for all your water needs. SAM's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. Pino will serve again. That one's out. Service error. Timeout works. 8-5.
Yeah, it's like this is so clearly a better start to the set for Mayville than it was in set number 1. But yet they still find themselves down by 3 here and behind the 8 ball in this set. So they got to find a way to chip away.
Bassler gets it up on a great pass to McCauley with a big swing. Mansueto kept it alive. They'll go to Schellpfeffer with a tip punch. Goes to Plime, knocked over by Pino. In 2. Hardesty back to Schellpfeffer. Bassler out of the back row. Pino gets it up. They'll go to McCauley into the tape. Are they going to say it's blocked? I don't see a touch here. And it will be Mayville point. I did not see a block, so I don't know if they called that it was blocked or what we called.
Yeah, it's – well, Coach Capps was saying 4. It couldn't have been 4 because no one touched it on the
yep.
But I think his point was that was into the tape. It was not off the Mayville block, so it was a good call.
Bailey Gable goes into the block and it falls to the floor. 9-6 now. McCauley will go back to serve for the Spartans.
We talked about playing Mayville and feeling like you're slamming your head into a brick wall. That's what Laconia has been tonight. They have just been so sound defensively.
Plime with the big swing off the tape, dug up by Mansueto. Hardesty keeps it alive. Schellpfeffer rolls it over. Pino to set in the middle to Gable. Big swing blocked at the net. Ehlers with the block, punched around, it falls to the floor. 9-7.
Yeah, and here's Schellpfeffer. Last year, statistically, Schellpfeffer was their best server, and she was the most likely to carve out an ace last year. So,
on a couple big runs at that service line against WLA, and that were key to them winning. From the 12-foot line, McCauley. Hardesty to set to Mansueto. Off the top of the block, and it falls off of Bassler. 9-8.
Yeah, that just took a tip off of either Gable or Johnson there, and I think it just threw off Josie Bassler in the back row because we usually see her handle those. But a nice job from Mansueto. She's getting going here now. Look out if she starts to heat up.
And went errantly off the first pass from Plime. Knocked out of bounds by Gable, and we're tied at 9.
Yeah, that must have had some nasty spin on it because as soon as it went off of Gable's arms, she kind of gave this look like, what was that?
9-9. I'll say 4-4 because I looked at the one scoreboard, but I should have known better than that. The old bump set spike chant coming from the Cardinals fans. They will go to Mansueto, high off the tape. Balls to Pino. Hayden Johnson has to punch it deep. Hardesty is there. Vanderschaft gets it up. Mansueto with the swing, goes cross court off a Plime, overpass. Ehlers knocks it down. 10-9, the Cards lead.
Coach Capps loving what he's seeing, and why not? A 4-point deficit, now a 1-point lead.
And Coach Caitlin Weiss not liking what she sees. She will burn the timeout. We will take it with them. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter? Might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
At the Pioneer Keg, great food meets a fun atmosphere. Dive into their full menu featuring award-winning cheese curds.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports. Shelpfepper still doing the serving. 10-9 cards. Pino to set, cross court for Plime. Into the block, knocks it around, falls to the floor. We're tied at 10.
Good swing from Plime. Little unlucky there from a Mayville perspective as Ehlers just kind of lost her footing as she came down. Otherwise, I think she would have gotten to that.
10-10, Josie Bassler to serve. Vandershop is there, Hardesty keeps it alive. Mansueto rips into the block. Knocked over, free ball, it's out of bounds. 11-10 lead for the Spartans. That's one area where Mayville, you cannot
Correct.
have that error.
Yeah, an overpass, just take your medicine. Don't try to do anything too special with it, although I can understand Mansueto being a little frustrated after hammering one into the block. And there's Ehlers. She continues to be on fire here early on. When they get her to the ball, she's putting it down. And when she trots off to the bench, it doesn't get any easier because there comes Leah Voskal.
Vandershop serves cross court to Plime. Dug up, and they'll go back to Plime. Tips. Hardesty is there. Wendorf in the middle to Mansueto. Down the line. Finds it. 12-11 on a cross-court deep swing. Mansueto heating up. It's 12-11 cards, and things are rolling for them now.
She is swinging more freely than we've seen all season long. And I don't know if that was a point from either one of the coaches or if she just knows that that's what it's going to take tonight. And it is absolutely what it's going to take tonight.
And it's going to be a double hit if McCauley touches it. It went off the rafters, 13-11. And we talked about this in other places.
Yeah.
Low rafters here cause a problem.
Yeah, and that's about the worst that could happen, and it just happened.
Vandershop with a rip, dug up by Plime. They'll go back to McCauley in the back row. Wendorf gets it up. Hardesty to Mansueto into the block. Kept up by Weniger. Rolled over by Mansueto. Pino sets it at the net. Morgan punches it deep into the back corner. Wendorf is there. They will knock over from Mansueto. Bassler digs it up. They will set in the middle for Finley Morgan with a high tip. Hardesty to Wendorf. Mansueto rolls it into the net. We've seen that a couple times where she tries to get that soft roll down the line and goes into the net. It's 13-12.
Yeah, another one of those where perhaps just take your medicine. You know, you just hit it, but alas.
Jeff yelling at me about the scoreboard camera.
There's Leah Voskal again. Nice job that time. It was a great pass from Lillian Mansueto, and then Hardesty was right on the money to Leah Voskal. And look, I know in the first set I made the comment about getting the middles involved. It starts with the pass, and you got to have that first pass down. And it frees your setters up to just do that much more.
They will set for Mansueto. Tipped into the net, kept alive. Wendorf knocks it around. Roddy gets to it. Set into the back row for McCauley. Vandershop gets it up. They will go to Voskal, who rolls it deep for Bassler. They will set in the middle. Finley Morgan with a high tip. Mansueto keeps it alive. Punched by Bader. Gable back to Morgan, again with a soft tip. Both teams out of system. Mansueto with a big swing. Kept alive by Bassler. Pushed over on the free ball for the Cards.
Oh, Josie Bassler, are you kidding me?
Knocked over in two by Grotti. Laid up by the Cards. They'll go to Bader. Goes deep with it. Works again for Amelia Bader.
Great job by the Cards to stay with that. When Mansueto hit that, I thought that point was as good as done, and somehow Josie Bassler, we talked about it, she's one of the best to do it as far as liberos go in this conference. And there's Leah Voskal.
Block kill for Voskal, 16-12 Cardinals.
this is Mayville volleyball. Whatever that was in the first set was not. They are playing exceptionally well here in set number 2. But Coach Weiss she's got to be telling her team they're not out of it for sure.
Gable sets for Plime. Tips. Pancake by Mansueto. It falls to the floor. 16-13. Was a good attempt.
Yeah.
And Scarlett Nitz will come in and serve for the Spartans, who we talked about previously in the year has been very good at the service line.
Yeah, it's her specialty. By the way, Finley Morgan has really been stifled by that block so far in the middle. She's kind of resorted to that tip all night.
Slide play for Mansueto off the arms and out of bounds. 17-13.
She just looks a different player tonight. She does. If you've seen Mayville all season long, and I haven't seen every single match for the Cards, but in the matches we've seen, she's been more controlled. Not tonight. Goodness me.
17-13. Gable sets for Morgan. Into the block. Falls to the floor. There's Voskel again.
Yeah, Leah Voskel showing why she wants the title for best middle in the Flyway Conference.
18-13. Weiss burns a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus, Video Sports, and Jeff's.
And our homemade pizzas that are simply irresistible. Try the famous Brewmaster Challenge, where the food takes center stage. And if it's Friday, get ready for our amazing Friday fish fry. Check out our relaxed atmosphere, hang with friends, where everyone has a good time. Come thirsty, come hungry, and leave happy. The Pioneer Keg, 122 South Milwaukee Street, Theresa, Wisconsin.
Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus, Video Sports, and Jeff's live streams. Mansueto to serve to start. They'll go to Finley Morgan off the block and out of bounds, but thought it hit some hands. Nobody asking for a touch. Looked like it did, but no call. 19-13.
Yeah, no one from Laconia asked for. I also just looked like it maybe changed course a little bit.
Errant pass from Bassler. An ace for Mansueto. 20-13. Now the Cards are running away with set 2.
She's not having any fun out there, is she? Goodness.
Mansueto serves again. 20-13, 7-point lead in set 2. They'll go to McCauley. Dug by Vandershoff. Knocked over on the overpass. Bounces around. Shelfeffer goes deep with it. Over and 2 go the Spartans. Punch deep in 2 by Mansueto. They foul back into system. Cross court to Shelfeffer. They will set for Bader, who goes deep with it. Just past the back line. 20-14. A much needed side out for the Spartans.
Yeah, they need a couple here from Finley Morgan, and who better to have back there?
20-14. Morgan goes back to serve. Kept up at the net. It's an overpass. Knocked down. Middlestad is there. Over and 2 by Voskel. 21-14.
Yeah, and that's, again, Morgan's not in there to play back row, right? She's, so that's, if you're on the opposing team, you're gonna try to identify something very similar to right now. If Laconia is gonna try to find anyone, they're gonna try to find Voskel in the back row. It's just one of those things when you have a good server that doesn't play back row.
Not where you want to hit it if you're McCauley, right at Lillian Mansueto. They'll go back to her. Knocks it off the hands and out of bounds. Bader tried to get too aggressive and knock it down hard. It's 21-15.
Mansueto's got the eye of the Cardinal tonight. I mean, holy smoke. She's not going to let Mayville lose. That's what it looks like right now.
Bader, big swing, dug up by Plime. Overpass at the net. It doesn't fall on the side of the Cards. It's 22-15. And I apologize to Cody Moon for breaking his pen.
Yeah, unbelievable. All the hospitality that guy shows us all year long. 3 sports seasons.
22-15 lead for the Cards. Cross-court swing by McCauley. Kept up by Mansueto. Shelfeffer goes deep. Plime is there. Pino to set to McCauley. Into the tape, falls to the floor. 23-15.
By the way, there goes Jacob's sterling reputation with Mr. Moon as well. So there you go. Justin ruining all sorts of things tonight.
Hardesty served. McCauley goes cross court. Shelpfeffer is there. She'll get it back from Hardesty into the block. Johnson with a block kill. 23-16.
Yeah, nice job by Hayden Johnson to get there and this time get the hands across and push, and much better job.
McCauley goes back to serve. Mansueto is there. Hardesty to Kylie Wenninger. Goes deep with it. Bassler is there. They will set in the back row. McCauley into the block. Knocked around. Falls to the floor. 23-17.
Yeah, I could read Coach Capps' lips there. He was saying press, and he's right. You can't let a 10-foot swing right there fall on your side. You have to get the block up for that. And so that was a little disappointing from a Cardinal perspective. And look at that, Laconia back within 6. Don't go anywhere.
23-17, Cardinal student section into it right now. Cards lead in set 2. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live stream.
Trust coal, oil, and propane.
Municipal Well and Pump began over 100 years ago, one community and one relationship at a time. Employee owned, employee accountable, a personal stake in every project. Today, we are the largest well and pump contractor in the region. Our customers know us as honest people who treat them as people. We believe every family deserves clean, abundant water. To us, nothing is more important. We might not always be the lowest priced option, but integrity and dependability can be rare. And in this vital industry, prioritizing a quality experience creates lifetime relationships. Municipal Well and Pump. We care about keeping clients connected to water.
Katie's.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. McCauley goes back to serve. 23-17 lead for the Cardinals in set 2. Dug up by Mansueto. They'll go to Kylie Wenninger, who hits it high into the back row. It will set for Kendall Plime. Plime goes deep. Vanderschaaf is there. Set for Mansueto at the 10-foot line into the tape and falls to the floor. Gable might have got a piece of it. 23-18.
Yeah, I don't know what the message that time for Hardesty was, but I understand mixing up the attack, but man, the middles worked for you tonight. Oh, and as I say that, Kendall Plime, who is not usually one of the big names that we call in terms of the block, that time she got up and sent Ehlers back. 4-point match.
Spartans timeout seemingly working. 23-19. Mansueto, good dig from Bassler in the back row. They'll go to McCauley. Vanderschaaf is there. Hardesty sets to Shelpfeffer. Shelpfeffer goes high into McCauley's hands. Into the net, Gable. Tough set, Ehlers in 2. Good dig from Bassler. Bassler knocks it over, free ball for the Cards. Hardesty sets into the back row for Mansueto. Kept up by Bassler. They'll go to Plime. Tip off the hands, kept alive. Got to get it over, they do. Hardesty and Mansueto with a defensive effort. In the middle, Gable, cross court. Hardesty is there. They set for Wenninger. Punches it down the line, it's out of bounds. 23-20.
Yeah, a couple of opportunities there for Mayville and not capitalizing on them. And I believe both teams have used both timeouts, so we're playing this thing here.
That one off the basketball hoop, kept alive. Knocked over deep. Ehlers gets it to fall on the back line. Somebody said deep on that bench. Bassler let it go. It's set point.
Yeah, gotta be certain of it at this point in the set.
And Shelpfeffer goes back to serve where she's been pretty good today. 24-20.
Yeah, she sparked this run.
Cross court set, Plime through the block off of Shelpfeffer. 24-21, set point 2 coming.
You have to be here right now. This place is nuts right now, and I'm sure I know you're not getting the full treatment at home, but the atmosphere here is awesome.
Bassler to serve. Dug up by Mansueto. They will go to Mansueto with a runner. Bassler in the back row to Gabby Pino. Set in the middle, Finley Morgan with a tip. Hardesty is there. Wendorf gets it up. Mansueto with a runner. It's deep. 24-21. Set point 3.
Oh, they got a touch on the near side.
They'll say a touch. We'll show the replay. What did we get? I don't know. I have no idea. 25-21.
Hard to tell, but right away that official put it for a touch, so he must have seen it.
25-21 goes set 2. We're tied 1-up. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live stream.
Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Located in Lamira, Wisconsin, Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry. Our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
AJ Brown, 50.
PT Tire and Service is a family-owned business that invests in you and your family. From one family to another, safe travels and seamless automotive maintenance makes every trip a great trip. PT Tire and Service serving Central Wisconsin with excellence for over 20 years. Call 920-346-TIRE for all your automotive needs. PT Tire and Service Brandon. No job too big or too small. PT Tire and Service in Brandon does it all. Call today 920-346-TIRE.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. And what a set 2 we had, 25-21. The Cards win that one. 25-13, set 1 went to Laconia. Jordan, we have seen both teams win a set so far, and we've seen both teams go on massive runs in the middle of each set.
Yeah, serve receive was just the key there. Mayville started to pass the ball better, and everything kind of looked better for them.
Almost errant on the first pass from Mansueto into the tape from Plime. We start with Mayville taking a 1-0 lead. Mansueto will go back to serve, where she's been pretty good today as well. Got on a little mini run with her at the line. The big run came with Shelfeffer at the line for Mayville. Set to Finley Morgan. Cross court, out of bounds. 2-0. And who was pretty active in that first set, Morgan, with 2 kills and 3 aces in that first set, held to just one kill in that second set, and she might be key.
Yeah, the middles for Mayville are just having such an impact on what she can do. Because not only is it the size, and who's into the net here? Addison Grotti into the net for Laconia.
Not much of an argument from her. It's 3-0.
But this is, no matter who's in the match for Mayville, they have 2 5'11 plus players. Ace for Mansueto, her second of the night.
Back-to-back sets with an ace for Lillian Mansueto. It's 4-0 Mayville.
But it doesn't matter. 2 players that are 5'11 are going to meet you at the net.
A set for Plime. Off the top of the block, Mansueto digs it up. Shellpfeffer's got to get to it at the net. Knocked off the block, kept in deep by Grotti. They'll go to Shellpfeffer, readjusts, goes cross court. Bassler digs it up. They set for Finley Morgan in the middle. Off the arms of Mansueto.
Yeah, that was a double.
And that's a double. That's definitely a lift, double, whatever you want to call it. Probably the right call. It's 4-1.
Yeah.
And a much-needed side out to send Scarlet Knits back to serve.
And what a great effort by Mansueto. I mean, she's been everywhere defensively.
Bader rolls it over the net, cross court. They will set for McCauley with it off the tape. Kept alive on the dig from Shellpfeffer. Grotti is there. Gable with a back set. Morgan gets to it at the net with a tip off of Bader and out of bounds. What a play from Finley Morgan.
That is so athletic. I mean, she covered about 5 feet sideways there and was able to get to the ball and just perfectly go cross court with it.
Knocked around off the arms, an extended ace from from Scarlet Knits, and we're tied. Should be.
Yeah, Knits continues to just be really good.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I thought we should have been tied.
I think it's 3. I think that's correct. But there you go.
There's a real ace. We're tied anyways. Our second of the day from Scarlet Knits, 4-4.
Yeah, and that's the first. They did not have any aces in the second set. So, I mean, that's another impact that, obviously the serving has had. 6 in the first set, none in the second. Already one here in the third.
Bader goes deep. Bassler is there. McCauley swings off the arms of Middlestead. 5-4. First kill of this set for Kensley McCauley. She's knocking on the door of double digits. She's got 9.
Quiet in set number 2, but she's right back at it here. And it's a 5-0 run here for the Spartans.
Off the block and out of bounds. Smart play by Shellpfeffer as she was way out of bounds. Goes into the hands and ties it at 5.
That's the second time she has made a really athletic swing here in the third set to really give Mayville that extra out on that left side.
Bosco dug up by Plime, high in the rafters, bounces around. Plime with good concentration to get to it. They set for Shellpfeffer off the block of Grotti. Gable, cross court, McCauley into the block and falls to the floor. Amelia Bader.
Oh, she is so good at the net. She reads it so well. Her footwork is excellent, and then she rises up and she presses at the net so well. And that's kind of what separates her from it's one thing to just be, tall and athletic, which Bader is, but then she's got the intangibles and that skill set to just find a way to get the block.
Service error on Bosco sends Finley Morgan back to serve. Dug up by Shellpfeffer. They set for Bader. Off the arms of Plime, high up in the air, off the rafters and falls. We talk about it every time. The low ceiling causes some problems.
Yeah, that one probably would have hit the ceiling in quite a few places, but that hit probably a 3-inch in diameter cable up there. I mean, that is the definition of unlucky there for the Spartans. As Hardesty will come in, do the setting, and start off with the serve here.
Cross court off the hands of Shellpfeffer by McCauley, and that's double digits, her 10th.
We need, playoff baseball going on. We need exit velo when it leaves Kensley McCauley's right hand.
That'd be kind of cool. Like tennis.
That'd be awesome, yeah.
Off the arms of Bassler. It's going to fall. Would have went into Jacob anyways. And he knocks it down, and it'll be a kill. Now I missed my kill.
Yeah, the students aren't happy there. Not a great dig from Jacob down there, and really they could have used him.
8-7 lead for the Cards. Shellpfeffer back to serve. Pino gets to that one. Will set for McCauley. Will punch it to Mansueto. They'll go right back to her from Hardesty. She's got to readjust. Kept alive, and we had a whistle.
What was the whistle there?
I don't know. Somebody blew a whistle. There was a whistle.
Yeah, you got to replay that.
The right call from this official. There was definitely a whistle somewhere in the building.
Whistlegate. We got to figure that out.
We had Deflategate. Now we have Whistlegate in high school volleyball. 8-7. Once again, we'll replay the point. McCauley will get it. Swings cross court. Vanderschaft with a big dig. Kept alive by Hardesty. Her and Schelpfeffer run into each other. It falls to the floor. It's 8-8. Back and forth we go. Wendorf will check back in for the Cards.
Yeah, Wendorf's done a nice job. You know, we haven't called her name a ton, but she has been that defensive replacement for Schelpfeffer, and she's come in and she kind of stabilized some things there at the end of that first set, and I think Coach Capps really liked what he saw. That's why she played the entire second set, and now here in the third as well.
Overpass, out of bounds. 9-8, an ace for Kensley McCauley. The one thing, she's got a whole lot of stuff on her stat sheet, and that's one that she'll get. 9-8. Kept up by Wendorf. Mansueto punches with the fist, rolled it over. In the middle, Gable swings, kept up by Hardesty, and a good effort from Wendorf. Vanderschaft into the back row. Pino, cross-court, Plime over the block. Vanderschaft kept it up. Mansueto knocks it deep. It was out. McCauley plays it awkwardly off the arms, punched around. It'll be 4. We're tied at 9.
Right on cue that time for Megan Wendorf off the bench. She had a diving save there. And also a couple of really good digs from the libero, Marissa Vanderschaft, one of the captains of this team.
Tied at 9, just like we were in that last set. Almost an overpass. Pino can't get to it. An errant first pass from McCauley. Vanderschaft with a good job at the line. It's 10-9.
By this point in both the first two sets, one team had pretty clearly taken control, or in the process of taking control in the last set for Mayville. And we're tied up through 10 here. Which team can find a way to kind of calm down and take control of this third set?
A set for Mansueto. That one's deep. It's 11-10. Trading side outs at this point. Bassler to serve. They set in the middle. Bosco. Kept up by McCauley. Go to Plime. Softly and falls in the middle of the floor. 12-10.
Nice off speed from Kendall Plime. And you know what's interesting? In all of the fireworks of set number 2, Leah Voskol has kind of had a quiet night to this point, and you know she's going to have a say. She's going to have a say on who wins this match.
She does have 7 kills.
But how many of them came in the first set?
3 and 4
oh, really?
in the second. Oh,
4
yeah.
in the second.
Yeah.
I must
she
have
had a little when that
must have been asleep.
When they had that big run, she went on a pretty good stretch. But other than that, she has been fairly quiet. We haven't said her name a ton.
I was just wrong. We can. you don't have to try to make me feel better. I was just incorrect. I got to be honest. I completely blanked on the run that she went on in the second set. So my apologies to Leah Voskol.
Thinking that it might be getting out of hand. 13-10. Coach Alan Capps calls his timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live stream.
Right. Whatever it takes.
Trust AirTech Heating with all your home comfort needs. AirTech Heating, doing whatever it takes.
Welcome to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between...
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. 13-10 lead for the Spartans. Wendorf with the dig on the serve from Bassler. Mansueto goes cross court. Plime is there. Pino back set. Gable big swing through the block. 14-10.
Yeah, Bailey Gable's been an impact player all season long for Laconia. And once again, her ability to not just be a good setter, which she is, but to be an offensive threat half the time as well has been big.
Bosco ends the run right there, 14-11. Her 8th of the day. 8th, Jordan.
Beautiful.
First of this set, though. so she was quiet this set. I'm helping you out.
No, I was wrong. I don't want your sympathy. I don't need charity. I just need to pay attention, I guess. Ehlers was on the floor for a lot of that run, so I don't, obviously Voskuhl was big in that second set too, though.
Push deep by Gabby Pino, and we have a double on Gabby Pino, 14-12.
Yeah, you don't see that called on the setter all too often when they go over in two. I think that one just looked a little weird, and I think that's why the referees ended up blowing the whistle.
Morgan does it again, goes cross court on that tip shot, 15-12. It looked like it was almost an errant set from Pino, but good job to readjust by Finley Morgan.
Yeah, that's one that I think Reagan Hardesty has been doing a really nice job. That time, Middleset was just a half step slow. I think when Hardesty's been out there, she's read those tips really well, and Middlestat, as I mentioned, just a half step slow for her.
McCauley with a huge dig. Vandershoff can't get to the swing from Plime. McCauley with a great defensive effort. Plime cleans it up, 16-12.
Talked about it in the pregame. Great players can do everything, and that's Kensley McCauley down to a T.
16-12. That one's deep. A service error from Bailey Gable, 16-13.
Good communication from Mayville there, because that was mighty close. And Allison Shelfeffer back onto the floor. She has been very good tonight for Mayville in multiple different facets of the game.
Set for Finley Morgan. Battling for it is Vandershoff and Shelfeffer. It falls at 17-13. And the Spartan student section firing up now. Scarlett Nitz comes in to serve. Dug up. Bounced around. Shelfeffer knocks it over. Free ball for the Spartans. They set to McCauley. Off the block and on the floor. Leah Voskuhl with the block kill. 17-14. And I think that's the reason that you missed it a little bit. She's done a couple of those.
You're right. She did have some block kills in that second set.
Fourth block of the day that I have recorded from Leah Voskuhl. Now, I'm probably wrong, but I'm probably close. Right. Big swing from McCauley. It's out of bounds. 17-15. I haven't seen McCauley really take that real aerial attack in these last couple sets.
Yeah, I think some of that has to do with Mayville's offense being a little bit more in rhythm. In that first set, they had so many overpasses, and there's a great play by Finley Morgan once again. And she's, it took her just a little bit of time there in that second set to figure out this Mayville block. I think she's done it now. She has really found a way to attack this, so give Morgan credit for that.
Johnson knocked up the overpass. Mansueto rolls it over from the 10-foot line. They set cross court. McCauley over top of the block. Good dig from Mansueto. Shelfeffer keeps it up. Mansueto rolls it over.
Great hustle.
Gable to McCauley over the block. Middlestat cross court. Shelfeffer readjusts midair. Hug up by Morgan in the back row. They'll go back to McCauley. Tip into the hands. Knocked around at the net. McCauley almost trips, punches it over. Middlestat is there. They set towards the net. Bader punches it way deep. Plime is there. Back set. Grotti. Mansueto gets it up. They set for Ehlers. Through the block and falls. It's 18-16.
Wow. That was an excellent point. And they don't go over to the right side super often, but Bader did a nice job to be there, and a nice swing from her. I mean, it's few and far between for her, but she's, like I said earlier, she's rounding into her own offensively.
They bring Reagan Hardesty in to serve. As well as Kylie Weniger checks back in. They set for McCauley. Dug up by Vandershoff. It's out of bounds on the tip from McCauley, 19-16.
Yeah, into crunch time here, and here comes Gabby Pino. She's been very good late in sets in particular.
Dug up at the net. They set in the middle. Ehlers through the block. When they've set her, it's worked. Yeah. 19-17.
She's got the fast twitch. I mean, she has got such a quick attack that the ball it's so hard to get a block against it.
And Allison Shelfeffer goes back to serve, 19-17. A good one dug up by McCauley. Gable with the swing. Vanderschaff is there. Hardesty to Mansueto. Dug up by Kensley McCauley. Pino at the net sets to Gable. Tip shot. Dug up by Hardesty. She was there. Mansueto falls to the floor in the middle. 19-18.
What a fun match so far. What a fun match. And Coach Weiss going to take a timeout. Mansueto is on fire. Reagan Hardesty is having one heck of a ball game, specifically on the defensive side.
We'll take a quick one. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's Live.
Slick and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
At Warner Harmson, we believe your home should be as comfortable as it is beautiful. From timeless classics to today's latest trends, we carry quality furniture to fit any room that's built to last. With hometown service, affordable prices, and dependable delivery, Warner Harmson makes loving your space feel easy. Visit WarnerHarmson.com to view our comfortable, quality, and stylish furniture today.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. Allison Schelpfepper serves in a 1-point set. 19-18 lead for the Spartans. Pino goes cross court. McCauley deep. We're tied.
That takes a lot of guts from Vanderschaff. Got a little help from the bench. Good call. Great communication. 19-19.
And another run with Schelpfepper at the line for the Cards. Goes right back to serving to McCauley. Pino at the net to Gable. Into the net. Falls to the floor. 20-19.
Yeah, anything you can do if you're Mayville to throw it off, Kensley McCauley off a little bit. And part of that is serving directly at her. If you got that cross-court serve in your arsenal, now's the time, and Schelpfepper does.
McCauley just tips it over into the net. 21-19.
That was an inch away from being a point for Laconia. And another timeout here. I think it's a 6-0 run for Mayville.
And a quick in succession from Weiss. 21-19. We'll be back after this.
When you're not watching games on Radio Plus or Jeff's live streams, find the latest scores and top performers from the Flyway Conference by following Flyway Focus on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and stay up to date with the latest conference news every morning with the Flyway Focus Sports Report on YouTube or Spotify.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports. Spartans fans crawling to their feet, trying to get their team some energy, and I have to stand up now. Stepping on Jordan's court because I can't see.
Justin doesn't want me to talk anymore.
Nope. 21-19. Schelpfepper retains serve. Back to McCauley she goes. Gable, big swing, high off the block. Pino knocks it around. Overpass. Weniger can't knock it down. That went down the line. Vanderschaff is there. They set for Mansueto. Off the block, falls to the floor. 22-19 Cards.
Wow.
And Schelpfepper, once again, goes back to serve.
You just got to take it in between points. This is awesome.
Good serve. McCauley gets to it. Gable at the net. Tip shot. Kept up. Weniger knocks it around. Can't get to it. Falls to the floor. 22-20.
Yeah, you can see Coach Capps on the far side. He's applauding the effort from his girls. And it's that effort that has Mayville up by 2 here with a chance to win and take a 2-1 advantage.
They send Kensley McCauley back to serve. Wendorf can't get it cleanly. 22-21. Second ace of this set for Kensley McCauley. And Coach Cap's going to use a timeout. 22-21. We got a good one in set 3. We'll be back after this.
Dripping faucets and running toilets aren't just annoying, they're increasing your water bill. Clogged toilets and drains aren't just frustrating, they often indicate bigger problems. Pipe bursts aren't just messy, you need Maxwell Plumbing. These guys are affordable, and they know what they're doing. For plumbing projects and problems, it's Maxwell Plumbing, located in Lamira, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, and Washington counties. Maxwell Plumbing and HTG.com.
The brand new branch of Ergo Bank in Lamira is now open. See them today at 250 North Main Street. Plus, lock in a limited time 6-month CD at an incredible 4.70% APY with a minimum deposit of just $5,000. But hurry, this offer is only available at the Lamira branch through September 30th. Visit ergobank.com.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. 22-21, set 3. McCauley to serve. Vandershop is there. Hardesty gets it up to Vandershop, rolls it over on a good swing, overpass. Mansueto knocks it down, 23-21.
That was a big, big point. Overpass, and who better to, well, from a Spartan perspective, who worse to overpass it to than number 9 in the Cardinal red? Are you kidding me, Lillian Mansueto? What's she got tonight?
That is 8 now for her third in back-to-back sets. She's got 3.
And they have all been loud like that. They've been important ones.
Blocked at the net by Weniger. Knocked to the floor, 24-21. Set point coming at you.
This Mayville crowd is ridiculous. They traveled, they are loud, and they are helping their team right now.
Vandershop serves. It's a service error, 24-22.
I mean, would it shock you if this thing went to extra points?
No, not at all.
Big serve here from Josie Basler. Has to be in play. Has to be in play.
She will serve. Hug up by Wendorf. Set in the middle. Bosco. Ball game. 25-21. Or 25-22 goes set 3. Cards win. What else did you expect, Jordan?
Incredible. Perfect pass from Megan Wendorf. We talked about her early in this third set. Perfect pass from her. Great quick set to the middle, and Leah Voskel does the rest. I think she's probably into double figures now or right abouts. But the one thing there from Coach Alan Capps, as soon as that ended, they were pushing Leah Voskel around, celebrating. You want to let your kids enjoy it, but he said, let's stay level. And he wants his girls to remain level here going into a fourth set where they have an opportunity to come on the road and do something that no one's done in this conference in some time, which is get a win over Laconia, period, but to beat them on their home floor.
We're going to step aside. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's Live.
Or call 920-392-5005 to learn more. Ergo Bank, better banking by design. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Early withdrawal penalties may apply. New money only.
Gather the gang for a meal at Leroy Meats, Horicon, Ripon, and Fox Lake. Perfect tailgating treats include the freshest cuts of beef, chicken, and pork, along with award-winning sausages and cheese. Remember to stop at the Fox Lake location, now bigger and better than ever, to meet your needs. Leroy Meats also provides venison processing. For precise cuts and the tastiest products, hunters know to go to Leroy Meats. Find this week's lunch menu, coupons, and hours at LeroyMeats.com. Nobody beats Leroy Meats.
Skyline Home Improvements, LLC is a proud sponsor celebrating 25 years. Cody and Dwayne are proud to be a 4-star certified CertainTeed single installer, offering up to a 50-year warranty on shingles and a 10-year warranty on workmanship. Whether it's a steel roof or rubber roof and shingles, make the right choice. Skyline Home Improvements, LLC. Free estimates, of course, from the football guys at Skyline Home Improvements. So what do you say? Let's get started on your home improvement.
Schroffnagel Implement of Elmira is a proud sponsor of the Lions in today's game. A family-owned and operated business since 1951. They're a full-service ag and lawn and garden center, too. Pickup and delivery are available. Schroffnagel Implement of Elmira. Check out their brand new up-to-date website at schroffnagel.com. That's schroffnagel.com. Go Lions from your number one team at Schroffnagel Implement, Elmira.
Your dream space starts with quartz countertops from Quest Interiors. Whether it's your kitchen, bathroom, mudroom, or even a closet island, we custom fabricate one-of-a-kind surfaces that elevate every room. And the best part? We install many in as little as...
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. Set 4. Spartans need this one. They'll go to Finley Morgan to start. Good defensive effort from Mayville to keep it alive on the dig from Wendorf. Punched over by Pline. Bosco. Middlestat, cross court. Mansueto through the block. 1-0 Cards.
That typifies the last two sets for Mayville. That looked like a stone-cold Finley Morgan kill. Mayville able to dig it up, and they find a way to get the point.
Back set for Grotti. Punches it low. Wendorf gets it up to Mansueto. Deep off the hands of Bassler. A whistle. We have a Spartan into the net. It's Grotti. 2-0 Cards.
Yeah, second time she's been into the net, once in the third set and once now here start the fourth.
Dug up by Bassler. Cross court into the net. 3-0. Mayville started this second set, or that third set, the same way, going up 4-0 to start that set. And Laconia bounced back and made it a tight set. And an ace from Neva Middlestat, 4-0. And Weiss going to burn a quick timeout. She doesn't want things to slip out of hand. We'll take it with them. We'll be back after this.
Quickly turning your vision into reality. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Precision engineering, rigorous attention to detail. A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a...
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. Dug up by McCauley on the serve from Middleset. They go to Pline. Through the block. Vandershoff is there. It's out of bounds. 4-1. A run stopper and a side out for the Spartans. Sends Scarlet Knits back to the line.
Now in set number 3, after Laconia went down 4-0, they came back with a 5-0 run with 4 of those points coming from Scarlet Knits serves. And they could really use something like that right now.
Knocked around at the net. Overpass kept alive. Morgan tries to knock it down again.
Holy
this
smokes.
time she will reset in system. Tip. Middlestat is there. High in the air. Knocked around at the net. And over the net goes Grotti. 5-1.
Wow. That should have been 3 different Finley Morgan kills. And somehow Mayville gets to all 3 of them. And that's, we talked about it in the third set. Neva Middlestat, she's figuring it out. She's figuring that tip out. She's reading it better.
There's Kensley McCauley. Can't keep her quiet too long. 5-2.
No, and now she moves into the front row. So danger time here from a Cardinal perspective, as Kensley McCauley, the best, one of the best hitters in the conference up here in the front row.
Schelpfeffer is there. Knocked to Ehlers, into the net, falls to the floor, 5-3. It was a good serve from Morgan that caused all of it off the hands of Schelpfeffer.
Yep, just didn't give Bader any opportunity on this near side.
Off the arms awkwardly again, an ace for Finley Morgan. Her 4th of the day, it's 5-4.
There must be something weird about how Finley Morgan hits the ball that in particular has fooled Shelfeffer tonight because she had a couple of errors in that first set, too, on Finley Morgan serves.
Big swing from Bader. Plime keeps it up. Punch deep. Finds the line. No, it's out of bounds.
Ooh, I'm not so sure. I know what the opinion is of the Spartan fans. That was right on this near side. I tell you what, it looked into me. But we're up in the mezzanine. It's a hard one to see. But I know what the folks wearing green think.
Sends Bosco back to serve. Set. McCauley. Cross court, out of bounds. Watch out, Coach Caps. Woo. He's dancing out of the way.
He almost had a broken kneecap right there. Kneecap, yeah. That was hammered from Kensley McCauley.
7-4. Off the tape. Falls to the floor. Bosco with an ace.
Yeah, and obviously, that call goes the other way. It's 5-5 now. A couple of points later, 8-4, and Mayville back in control of this fourth set.
That one's deep. I accidentally wrote service error, so in unstated announcer's jinx, in my opinion.
Yep.
But it doesn't exist.
It doesn't.
8-5. Gabby Pino went on a couple big runs at the service line. They're trying to get something out of her here. Mansueto is there. They set for Shelfeffer. Into the block and falls. 9-5.
Shelfeffer, she's one of the MVPs tonight for sure. I think you could say the same about Wendorf coming in defensively off the bench. Wenninger's had a nice night as well. But and Hardesty has been she has hardly put a foot wrong tonight as the second setter in the 6-2. But my goodness, has Shelfeffer been excellent tonight.
Knocked over in 2. They set for McCauley, drives it from the 10-foot line. Vanderschaff is there. They set for Shelfeffer off the block. Falls, 10-5. Back-to-back kills for Allison Shelfeffer.
And by the way, you have to give her an immense amount of credit because she had, before Mayville even scored a point in that first set, she had made a couple of errors, and she's bounced right back to be perhaps Mayville's most important player tonight.
Hardesty goes deep. Service error makes it 10-6. And if you're a Spartans fan, you just can't let this get too far away.
No doubt. Pretty good person to have at the serving line here with Kensley McCauley, too.
Miscommunication knocked around. Free ball coming for the Cardinals. They will go to Shelfeffer. Bassler is there. They set cross court. Plime, high tip. Hardesty knocks it up as she has all day. They go over in 2. It's kept alive. Big swing. Gable off the block and out of bounds. 10-7. We've seen that a couple times from Bailey Gable as she's unleashed it tonight.
Yep, that time Ehlers just maybe a half step slow getting the block up. And you saw it. She just wasn't able to press as she should have.
Wenninger just gets a piece of it and she'll punch it over. McCauley digs it up. They'll go cross court. Plime into the tape. 11-7 Cardinals.
Yeah, and this is not what you want to see from Laconia. Allison Shelfeffer trotting back to serve where she has been a menace tonight.
11-7 lead. Plime off the roof. Kept alive by Bassler. They'll push it over. Hardesty is there. Vanderschaff gets it up for Mansueto. Goes cross court. It's deep. 11-8.
I just really like the approach tonight from Lillian Mansueto. We've talked about it a couple of different times now, but she is let loose. Close to double digits. She is just, the way she has swung tonight screams someone who's fighting for a conference title.
Tips it to Plime. Back set. Bailey Gable with a big swing off of Ehlers. Another half a step late was Ehlers.
Yep.
Gable with another kill. It's 11-9.
Couple of kills here in this fourth set, for Bailey Gable.
Bassler serves. Wendorf digs it up. Ehlers with the tip. Pino is there. They set for Plime. Rolls it across the net. Finds the floor. 11-10.
That's the benefit of having two setters on the floor at a time. That time, Pino had to dig it up. Bailey Gable's right there to put a good pass to Kendall Plime, who gets the kill.
Spartans have crawled their way back into this set. 11-10. They set for Mansueto off the top of the block. McCauley tries to get out of the way. Blocked at the net. Knocked down by Ehlers.
Yeah, very little chance there for Kendall Pleim. That was just a little too far off the tape for her to get anything with any type of power on it.
Vandershoff went on a big run to finish that last set at the service line. Was back to the line for the Cardinals. McCauley just back behind the 10-foot line. Nobody's going to get to that one. 12-11.
Yeah, not a bad play by Wendorf there. She still got there. It was still a decent enough pass, just didn't quite have the right direction on it.
Billy Gable goes back to serve. Mansueto set. Bosco just missed that line. We're tied at 12.
Yeah, that's one that Vasco's going to want back because the block was not there in time, and she wasn't able to find the near side corner.
He set for Mansueto into the tape. Falls to the floor, and the Spartans find the way to get the lead back in this set, 13-12.
Yeah, that was too far off the tape that time from Hardesty. And nice job from Laconia to just settle in here, not panic, and now they have a lead.
Hardesty to Mansueto. Just off the top of the tape, pushed over in 2 by Gable. They set for Vasco. Through the block and falls. We're tied at 13.
That's a little better from a Mayville perspective in terms of getting Vasco the appropriate set. And now Bader back onto the floor along with Middlestat to serve, or set, excuse me.
Now double digits for Leah Vasco.
There it is.
Into the tape, service error from Neva Middlestat. Makes it 14-13.
Yeah, and really Mayville's success here tonight has been in spite of that. They've had a number of errors already tonight.
Middlestat gets it up. Mansueto at the 10-foot line. Goes deep off the arms of Bassler. Knocked around. Free ball coming for the Cards. Middlestat in the middle. Bosco with a high tip. Gable is there. Cross court from Grotti. Bosco picks it up. They go to Mansueto on the far side through the block. We're tied at 14.
Oh, that was perfect. I mean, picture perfect from Neva Middlestat on the set. I guarantee you, Lillian Mansueto, if someone threw it up to her, that's where she would have called for it.
Bassler digs it up. They will set for Morgan. Big swing. Finds that outside line. 15-14. That is also now double digits for Lillian Mansueto on that last swing. Now 6 on the day for Finley Morgan, who we thought was really getting going in that first set and is just kind of slowly had a couple kills each set so far. Bosco with the swing off the block, falls to the floor. Leah Bosco with 11 kills.
And, with how much Mayville has struggled with Finley Morgan's serve, that was a big point there for Leah Bosco to get Morgan back onto the bench and tie this thing back up. Race for the next 10 points.
Bosco goes back to serve. Pleim digs it up. Bailey Gable to McCauley with a high tip. Shelfeffer digs it up. Knocked around at the net. It'll be a double hit on Middlestat, 16-15. They'll send Gabby Pino back to serve. (16-15). Spartans lead set 4, and they need this one to stay alive. Force is set by. Back set, Bader, big swing, Pleim with a good dig. Pino, Bassler will knock it over on the free ball. Shelfeffer sets to Middlestat. Knocked around at the net, Bader keeps it alive after Middlestat missed it. Doug, no good. Middlestat falls to the floor. Hayden Johnson just rolled that one over. It's good, it's 17-15.
Yeah, I think Middlestat was looking for Ehlers there. And just a little bit of a miscommunication there between the two freshmen. And a 2-point lead for Laconia.
And we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports.
To install as it is to use.
Good to go.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant.com.
AirTech Heating, doing whatever it takes.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus, Video Sports, and Jeff's live streams. Gabby Pinot retains serve 17-15 lead in set 4 for the Spartans. Mansueto gets that one deep in the back row. Knocked around and just errant pass from Middlestead, 18-15. Errors we haven't seen a ton of from Mayville after that first set. We're seeing a little more in this fourth one.
Agreed.
Mansueto gets to that one. They set for Shelpfeffer. That one's deep, 19-15.
Yeah, Laconia just applying pressure now, and some of it coming from Gabby Pinot serving.
Vandershop gets that first pass clean. Ehlers into the block and falls. It's a run killer, 19-16.
Yeah, she's just so hard to block. It's just it all happens so quick.
Puts her down at 9 on the day. Unofficially, officially. Reagan Hardesty goes back to serve. Hard one at the net. Gable pushes. Hardesty is there. Mansueto back sets. Shelpfeffer's got to roll it over. Free ball for the Spartans. Back set. Johnson into the net. And that's a tough one for Hayden Johnson. Hasn't really had a chance to unleash a swing today. And in the fourth set, you finally get your chance and you rip it into the net.
Yeah, and that's on the right side, too. I mean, usually she's operating out of the middle, so a little bit out of position there, too.
19-17. Gable in the middle. Dug up by Mansueto. Nobody's going to get to it.
Careful over there.
20-17. It'll send McCauley back to serve.
Yeah, this one feels like an important serve here for McCauley. And likewise for the Cardinals trying to side out right away.
Mansueto just barely gets to it. Vandershop rolls it into the back row. Pinot sets to Plime. A high tip. Knocked up by Hardesty. Mansueto sets to Weniger. And has it roll off her hand awkwardly. 21-17.
Coach Capps wanted Weniger to be a little more aggressive with that.
That one's deep. 21-18. First service error of the day for Kensley McCauley. Makes it 21-18. Sends Allison Shelpfeffer back to serve for the Cards, who they want to see back at the service line.
No doubt.
And an overpass. Cards looking to take advantage. A back set on the slide pay for Ehlers. Good dig from Pinot. To Plime. Tips. Hardesty is there. Vandershop gets it up for Mansueto at the 10-foot line. Dug up by Bassler. Pinot sets for McCauley in the back row. High off the block, it falls. 22-18.
You betcha. What a swing from Kensley McCauley. Great idea to go to the back row that time for Laconia. And when she's got all her momentum going to the net, that is a sight that would make any flyway coach shudder.
We'll take a quick one. We'll be back after this.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus, Video Sports, and Jeff's live streams. 22-18, Josie Bassler to serve. Spartans need set 4 to force a decisive set 5. They set in the middle. Ehlers high off the block of Finley Morgan. Morgan at the net with a swing off the arms of Wendorf. Mansueto gets to this one. Into the block and falls to the floor. Block kill, Bailey Gable, 23-18.
You know, Finley Morgan is pretty level-headed at all times. It's what part of what makes her such a great athlete in all the sports that she plays. She just let out a yell. I mean, when she is hyped up with that big block from Bailey Gable.
And she gets it through the block, 24-18. Set point.
This match and this crowd, by the way, deserves a fifth set, I think, and Laconia a point away from giving it to them.
24-18, Bassler to serve. Set point number 1. Dug up by Vandershop. They will go to Mansueto. Bassler overpass on a great dig. Back to Mansueto they go. High tip. Bassler digs it up. Pino will set to Plime. Plime tips it to the floor. Hardesty with a huge dig. Punch into the back row. McCauley is there. Finley Morgan in the middle. Off the block. McCauley digs it up. They will set for Plime. Rolls. Hardesty to Wendorf. Weniger knocks over the free ball. Bassler in the back row. Gabby Pino to set. A back set. Bailey Gable off the block. Knocks around at the net. Ehlers rolls it. Bassler. McCauley keeps it up. Punched over by Plime. They set in the middle. Ehlers through the block. 24-19. We will see a set point number 2.
I saw 3 different fans grab their hair. I mean, just that is what this is. Awesome match. This feels like a conference championship.
Vandershop to serve. McCauley in the back row. Wendorf and out of bounds. We will have a set 5. 25-19 goes set 4. Laconia wins. Tied at 2 apiece. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live stream.
5 years of experience. They specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today. Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
We are Hostess Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. Here's what I mean. Things off kilter, might need a new furnace cleaning and a filter. Dust and dander? We'll take a gander. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. Give us a call, and we'll clean your ducky.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience.
Welcome back here at Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. Both crowds into it. Spartans fans fired up. Cardinals fans, the student section on their feet. It's a good one. We have a set 5, a race to 15. Neva Middlestat will do the serving to start. What more could we ask for out of this matchup, Jordan?
Yeah, if you're Mayville, you are saying start the way you have started the last 2 sets, which is 4-0 leads. But Finley Morgan says no. Miscommunication in the back row from Mayville, and Morgan takes advantage. Here comes Scarlet Knits.
This place is rocking. Race to 15. You don't want it to get out of hand too quick. Scarlet Knits comes in to serve. Hug up by Wendorf. Middlestat. Back set. Mansueto with the tip. Morgan is there. Bailey Gable goes deep with it. Vanderschaft gets to it. Middlestat to Bosco. Kill. Leah Bosco. 1-1.
Yeah, if if I am Neva Middlestat and or Reagan Hardesty in this 5th set, and I have a good pass given to me, I am going one place and one place only, to the middle.
12 kills from Leah Bosco now. Morgan high up in the air. Vanderschaft knocks it up.
That should be 4.
Thought it might have bounced off of both Mayville players. McCauley with the swing. Knocked up by Bassler. And a lift call on Josie Bassler. 2-1 Cards.
That'd be an interesting one to see again. I thought during that scramble, 2 different Cardinals hit it, but apparently not.
Bassler digs. Morgan in the middle. Tip cross court. Middlestat is there. Vanderschaft knocks it up. It's going to fall. 2-2.
But again, that's the hustle from Mayville that has gotten themselves, that allowed them to be in this match here tonight. It's just, they have been stellar.
4 aces for Finley Morgan at the service line. She will serve again. Once again, she goes to shelf upper. Big swing. Bader out of bounds. Haven't seen her unleash like that today. It's 3-2 Cards.
Wow. Amelia, that one's got to feel good for her.
After having nothing in that 4th set, she picks up a kill to start this 5th one.
Absolutely pummeled down the line.
Bosco, a service error. 3-3, trading points at this point.
Can't give free ones away in a short set.
And Spartans fans are letting them know that there's a net there. I did not know that.
PSA, there's a net there. Oh.
Pino goes back to serve.
Very creative. Whatever happened to creativity?
An ace for Gabby Pino. Her 3rd of the day. It's 4-3 Spartans, and she will retain serve.
Fundamentals back-to-back. We got 2 of the 4 chants you'll ever hear at a high school sporting event nowadays.
Ehlers blocked at the net. Bailey Gable with a block kill. 5-3.
That's going to force a timeout. Bailey Gable has done it all season long for Laconia.
We'll take a quick one. We'll be back after this. You want to say? You want to finish it? Okay.
In your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, 3rd generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Elmira. I welcome you to experience what the Hometown Lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we have the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your Hometown Lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Elmira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Municipal Well.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. Gabby Pino retains serve. 5-3 lead Spartans in set 5. The decisive set to take the lead in the conference. That one's deep, 5-4. Mayville gets a service error. Laconia gets a service error. I would like to say errors for everybody, but I don't want to be that mean. It sends Reagan Hardesty back in and back to serve. She has been fantastic today defensively for this Cardinals team. They set to McCauley through the block. 6-4.
Got to go back to your bread and butter. In the same way, if I'm Mayville, I'm setting my middles. If I'm Bailey Gable, if I'm Gabby Pino, unless there's no other option, I'm setting Kensley McCauley. Now is different. She's in the back row, but I'm still going to look to her. if she's got momentum headed towards the net, I'm still setting back row to Kensley McCauley.
Go to Mansueto in the back row. It's deep. 7-4.
That was a really good swing from Lillian Mansueto, and just about 6 inches too deep.
Really good call from McCauley. You heard her say Bassler's name and say nope. And she'll get an ace. 8-4. Double them up. Cap's going to burn the timeout. We'll take it with them.
Pump began over 100 years ago, one community and one relationship at a time. Employee owned, employee accountable, a personal stake in every project. Today, we are the largest well and pump contractor in the region. Our customers know us as honest people who treat them as people. We believe every family deserves clean, abundant water. To us, nothing is more important. We might not always be the lowest priced option, but integrity and dependability can be rare. And in this vital industry, prioritizing a quality experience creates lifetime relationships. Municipal Well and Pump. We care about keeping clients connected to water.
At the Pioneer Keg, great food meets a fun atmosphere. Dive into their full menu featuring award-winning cheese curds and our homemade pizzas that are simply irresistible. Try the famous Brewmaster Challenge, where the food takes center stage. And if it's Friday, get ready for our amazing Friday fish fry. Check out our relaxed atmosphere, hang with friends, where everyone has a good time. Come thirsty, come hungry, and leave happy.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams. McCauley to serve. 8-4 lead Spartans. Knocked up in the air. Free ball coming. McCauley to Pino in the middle. Gable into the block. It falls. And Kylie Weniger will get the block kill on that one. 8-5.
They need some magic here from Allison Shelfeffer. She's had it all night. Does she have it here in the 5th?
Dug up by Bassler. They set for Plime into the block. Bassler knocks it up. They'll go back to Plime. Off the hands. Hardesty keeps it alive, but it falls. 9-5. Plime's been very good tonight.
Yeah.
A quiet good. We feel like we're saying her name all the time, but she just kind of gets lost in it a little bit.
She sure does.
Hardesty to Mansueto. Back set for Bailey Gable. Kylie Weniger is there. They set for Mansueto, dug up by Bassler. Gabby Pino sets for McCauley in the back row off the block. Free ball coming for the Cards. Hardesty to set in the middle. Ehlers tips. Bassler knocks it up. Bunched around at the net. It falls off the antenna. 9-6.
Wow, Mayville got away with one there. It was a pretty good, I thought it was a decent enough set there from Hardesty to Ehlers. It was just a little bit mistimed from the freshman in terms of her swing. So here comes Vandershoff.
She went on a big run.
Ooh, I think that was out.
It was close. McCauley will get it at the 10-foot line. Doesn't matter anyways. McCauley with a back row kill. It's 10-6.
And by the way, right play from McCauley. I mean, I think it was out. The bench yelled out. But if you're not sure, you have to dig that up. You have to. And so a nice job to do that and get the kill.
17 kills now from Kensley McCauley.
That's video game numbers.
Miscommunication, knocked around at the net, and that's probably the right call. We're going to call a double on Kendall Plime. It's 10-7.
Yeah, she was she was like a quarterback trying to stand in the pocket and deliver a pass over the middle while getting drilled by a linebacker. She had a couple of teammates right in her lap.
Even Middlestat serves. Bassler's there. McCauley in the back row again. Dug up by Middlestat. Wendorf keeps it alive. Out of bounds by Middlestat. 11-7.
And it didn't hit anything in the rafters, but it definitely threw Neva Middlestat off there, for sure.
And Scarlet Nitz comes in to serve.
Laconia deserves a ton of credit. They have sided out every point here lately.
Good dig from Hardesty to Middlestat just to keep it alive. Gable sets at the net. Morgan with a high tip. Middlestat off the arms. 12-7.
Mayville's used both timeouts already, so nothing to save the Cards here. They got to find a way with their first rotation. This is their quote-unquote starting lineup. That's got to find a way against the tough serve of Scarlet Nitz.
Bosco gets it up to Bader. Peter goes deep to Bassler. Set, McCauley through the block, 13-7.
And this crowd can feel it.
Nitt serves, 2 points away from what would be the conference lead for the Spartans. Gable keeps it alive. McCauley, big swing, off the block. Mansueto knocks it up. Wendorf's got to get it over. She does. Free ball. Gable to set it. In the middle, Finley Morgan with a tip. Dug up, knocked out of bounds by Middlestat. Match point coming, 14-7 Spartans.
I don't know if the camera's shaking at home, but the table is shaking up here.
Here we go. Wendorf digs. Bosco to Bader, got to punch it. Around the antenna, that's the ball game. Spartans win, 15-7 in 5. Unbelievable, Jordan.
Give these Spartans all sorts of credit. Coach Weiss had to burn both of her timeouts in the fourth set to find a way to get the momentum and win that fourth set 25-19, and it was all Spartans here in set number 5, 15-7. They run away with it at the end. What a performance. Gutsy as it gets from Laconia.
We will step aside. We'll be back after this with interviews on Radio Plus, Radio Sports, and Jeff's Live.
Near Keg, 122 South Milwaukee Street, Theresa, Wisconsin.
Whether you enjoy the sunshine of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping, enjoy the leaves falling in autumn, getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway, call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. Call 920-346 Tire. Located in Lamira, Wisconsin, Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry. Our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
Upgrade your comfort and living space for 2025. Your living room should be a place of comfort and connection. A sectional provides the perfect blend of style and function, giving you plenty of seating for family, friends, and relaxation. For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving the Waupun area at prices you can afford. Visit us today at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
We're back here at the pit with Finley Morgan, Kensley McCauley, and Coach Weiss. Finley, start with you. That's what high school sports is all about. Talk about tonight's atmosphere. This was awesome.
We just have a great community. Definitely saw them a lot step up this year. Our student section's awesome. Yeah, it gets so fun when it's so loud. When the crowd gets going, it helps us players a lot. So we're so thankful for everyone.
Coach talked about it last Thursday against Campbell Sports. She said you guys are never out of it. Now tonight, down 2-1 in that fourth set. Mayville started out hot again. They had a 4 or 5 point lead early in that fourth set. What did it take to come back in the fourth set, fourth to fifth, and then dominate that fifth like you guys did?
Yeah, our team has a lot of grit. We can come back teams go 10-0 on us, and we can still come back. I think just relying on each other. We all make mistakes, just holding each other accountable, like we can pick it up.
What'd you find in that third set? The first couple of sets, specifically the second set, that block is pretty nasty. I mean, they got 6-footers all over the place over there. What'd you find out in that third set that allowed you to kind of get back into it in the third, fourth, and fifth set? You really got rolling there late.
Yeah, we definitely respect their players. They have a lot of big blocks, but it helps a lot when my teammates in the back row are calling out 1, 2, 3 blocks. That helps a lot, so I know which direction to swing.
Congrats, Finley. Big win for you guys.
Thank you.
All right, Kensley, another big night, 18 kills for you. This is a really tough team. I mean, the block for them is no joke. I'm sure you guys knew that coming into tonight. Just how important was it to just keep swinging? Because you know the block's going to be there every now and again, but just kind of play your game, right?
Yeah, it was very important to keep swinging. I mean, I did tip a few times just because I was a little scared. But if we keep on tipping, then it would give them a free ball, and then they could set up their middles to hit it straight down. So it would be a better idea to swing so I could get out of system and then be forced to go to the outside, which would be a loopy shot.
You guys knew how important tonight was. Both of you guys undefeated, kind of a pseudo-conference championship, if you will. I know you still got work to do, but just talk about the response tonight in sets 4 and 5 after trailing 2-1 to find it in you guys to win that fourth set and then dominate here in the fifth.
I definitely will say we all eventually got down on each other or on ourselves, but when we got in the huddle, going into the third and fourth and fifth set, the captains, especially Kendall, just hyped us up, told us where to go. She told us to roll middle, and then we got points on that. And yeah, I don't know, we just hyped each other up and then got back.
Got to ask you about the crowd here tonight. Mayville had a ton of fans here. It was so loud. Every point was awesome here tonight. Great atmosphere. I'm sure it's got to be a blast to play out there for that.
Yeah, it definitely is really fun, especially when you get down and then you have the whole crowd cheering for you. So you kind of feel like you just have to play for them because they came for you. But yeah, it was a blast.
You guys stay undefeated. Congrats, Kensley.
Thank you.
All right, Coach. I'm gonna start off with this crowd. That was nuts. Mayville had a ton of fans here. They traveled well. Every point tonight. It kind of had that late playoff kind of feeling to it. This felt like a conference championship. In some ways it was, but just talk about your home fans and just how much fun it was to be part of this tonight.
I mean, as an alumni here too, our fans and our community support every sport, and they just always show up. We put a little thing out on our Facebook page, Spartan Nation, we need you to show up, and thank you to every single person that showed up today because we couldn't have done it without our fans, and that was the first thing I said to the kids. I was like, look at your community that is here to support you. Not every school has that, and we are so blessed to have that, so play for them.
What did it take in the fourth and fifth set there to turn this thing around, find a way to win that, you could grind out that fourth set, and then just take care of business in the fifth?
Well, we talked a lot about our blocking was not where it usually is, and that kind of hurt us a lot tonight and was our big downfall. But they came together on their block. We made some adjustments in order to get our block up there and have some better defense. And, I mean, they didn't want to lose on homecoming. I think that was a big driving factor, and I'm just proud of them for fighting. I mean, that's something with this team you can never think that you're going to lose a game because they fight and they come back.
I asked Kensley there, you just got to keep swinging. That block is pretty nasty that they got over there. It's 6-footers all over the place. Just how proud of you are you of your girls to just kind of keep their heads down and keep plugging away because you guys finally broke through there in the fifth set.
Yeah, and I told him, I was like, you guys, every practice we work on hitting different shots and hitting around blocks, and we do all the work to practice for a huge block like this. And they just got a little scared and started tipping. I was like, you got to play with your all, and you're not going to win a championship or win game if you can't put a ball down. And then they stopped tipping and started swinging again.
Coach, when they did all these renovations, we were all kind of wondering, was the pit still going to be the pit? It's still the pit.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Congrats on the win, Coach. Big one for you guys.
Thank you.
Awesome. Appreciate a couple of minutes from Coach Weiss, Finley Morgan, and Kensley McCauley. This was a big one here tonight. They win in 5 sets against Mayville. Mayville dropping to 5-1. It's not truly the end of it. Laconia clinches a share of the title. Still got to beat WLA next week on the road, but they have themselves right in the driver's seat for yet another Flyweight Conference Championship. We'll send it up to Justin, throw it to a break here at the pit.
When you're not watching games on Radio Plus or Jeff's live streams, find the latest scores and top performers from the Flyway Conference by following Flyway Focus on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and stay up to date with the latest conference news every morning with the Flyway Focus Sports Report on YouTube or Spotify.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
At Warner Harmson Furniture, Flooring, Kitchen, and Bath, we know that your home is more than just 4 walls. From kitchen and bath remodels to full home renovations and new construction, we have the team for you. Warner Harmson brings expert design and craftsmanship to every project. Dependable, detail-driven, and dedicated to you, we turn your vision into a home. Warner Harmson, we do it all. Visit warnerharmson.com and book your free consultation today.
The brand new branch of Ergo Bank in Lamira is now open. See them today at 250 North Main Street. Plus, lock in a limited time 6-month CD at an incredible 4.70% APY with a minimum deposit of just $5,000. But hurry, this offer is only available at the Lamira branch through September 30th. Visit ergobank.com or call 920-392-5005 to learn more. Ergo Bank, better banking by design. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Early withdrawal penalties may apply. New money only.
Welcome back here on the post-game show on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. Jordan, we might as well send this on a quick wrap-up here.
Yeah.
What a 5-setter we had here, and we knew it.
Yeah, this is awesome. This is everything that we thought it would be and more. We just, we've built a lot of these matches so far this season to be potential 5-setters, and the quality of Mayville or the quality of Laconia has made it not to be the case, right? The Campbell Sport Mayville match could have very well gone 5 sets. The Campbell Sport Laconia match could have very well gone 5 sets. Other than that, I mean, Mayville WLA went 5 sets, but tonight this was incredible. Laconia just got, I believe, their best shot from Mayville, or one of their best shots from Mayville. Like, it's not, Mayville played an excellent match tonight, and Laconia just found a way to match him. You have to give them a ton of credit with the way that they responded in the 4th set, and then, they had a ton of momentum, and they just found a way to dominate the 5th as well. It's such a fun match here tonight, and, like I said down there, we were wondering if the pit was still going to be the pit. There was times I wish I didn't have a headset on because I wanted to experience that in all its glory, and you could tell how loud that was here tonight. And this is still a place where the Spartans are going to get an unbelievable home court advantage no matter what's being played here at the pit. So incredible bounce back from Laconia, and you got to tip your cap to Mayville as well because they played one heck of a match tonight.
The one thing that I will say is there hasn't been, you don't get many opposing crowds here that come in and are loud.
Yeah.
Just because it for most people in the conference, it's a fairly long drive. Like you go into your Lamira, Maples, Campbell Sports.
Yeah.
One of the longer parts of the drive, Omro, it's probably their closest.
Right.
And this is one that the whole atmosphere thing, it felt like we're 2 weeks away from playoff volleyball and playoff football and stuff like that.
It felt like a conference championship.
Yep.
And that's essentially what it was. Again, both these teams got to take care of business next week. Mayville at home against Springs. Laconia has one more test. They got to hit the road against the WLA team that will certainly be hungry to provide an upset and bring Mayville back into the conversation for the Flyway Conference. But, we can worry about that next week. This was awesome tonight. And for Laconia, that's what they do in this conference, man. They have found a way, and I give Coach Weiss a ton of credit there because what she has built, or rebuilt, I should say, here in Laconia, back to what people around here know this volleyball program should be. That's what they've been over the last decade under her guidance. 25-13, 21-25, 22-25, 25-19, 15-17. The final in 5 for the Spartans.
What we got coming up tomorrow, we got some great football matches coming up, especially with you and I over at Lamira, as Lamira and WLA. Lamira, both teams need to win. They have to win. And it's in terms of, for WLA, you kind of hope that you beat Lamira and Lamira beats Mayville.
Yeah, no matter what, both of them need Lamira to beat Mayville in week 9, which we've seen crazier things happen. I know Mayville looks far and away, I've said it, Mayville looks far and away the best team in the conference. And however, last year I thought Lamira looked far and away the best team in the conference, and then they ran into a quality Mayville team in week 9 that was ready for them, that gave them their best shot, beat them. And so weirder things have happened. So yeah, for either of these teams, coming up tomorrow becomes a very important contest. So it'd be interesting to see how Lamira, matches up against WLA. WLA, one of the bigger teams in the conference. And so Lamira's going to learn a lot about itself, specifically in the trenches, coming up the next couple of weeks, because they're playing the 2 biggest offensive and defensive lines in the Flyway Conference in Mayville and Winnebago Lutheran. But yeah, that one. And by the way, the last 5 years between WLA and Lamira, all of those games have been unbelievable games. I mean, you had Lamira was up by 14 points with 2 minutes to go 4 years ago. WLA finds a way, recovers an onside kick, finds a way to win that game. A couple of years, the year after that game went right down to the 4th quarter. Last year, they scored a combined 80 points in the contest. So, these two teams have given us some really good matchups the last 2 years. I expect tomorrow to be the latest installment of that. Also, we'll have the homecoming game here. I believe it's Jeff with you on that one. Jeff will be here and with Jacob as well, as they will take on Mayville. And the buzzsaw of the Cardinals continuing to roll, and this time they come in on Laconia's homecoming. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one for Laconia. But, hey, if tonight was one heck of a homecoming win, but tomorrow's going to be a tough one for sure for that football team against Mayville. Just looks unbeatable right now. But they look like a very good team, and the team that we thought we were going to see from them in the beginning of the season. For sure. What else we got going on Radio Plus and Jeff's live stream that's what we got going on Jeff's live streams. On Radio Plus, we have Fondi at Nina. Fondi just another buzz. They got to hang on, man. Another one they got to hang on to in the FBA. And Springs will be at North Fond du Lac, and Waupun treks over to Mauston as they take on Mauston. And might as well take a trip to Minneapolis while you're over there. That's what we had, and another great win for the Spartans on home court. They win in 5. We'll be back on air with Jordan and I tomorrow, probably around 6:15-ish for Lamira and WLA. Jeff will probably be around the same time for Laconia and Mayville. Once again, this time, the football matchup of the fall sports. Justin Schwartzmiller, Jordan King, and Jacob Haney signing off from the pit. Thank you, everybody, and good night.
Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams would like to thank our sponsors.
Hoekstra's Greenhouse, Katie's Log Cabin, Generations Lanes, and Angling Only. PT Tire and Service.
Pino Construction, Verheg's Furniture, Schaefer Auto.
AirTech, Pole Oil and Propane, Lit Services, Pioneer Keg.
Lidkey Lumber, Hoffs of Brownsville, Municipal Well and Pump.
All Phase Heating, Cooling Geo. Back in Action, Brock Fleischer, Homestead Realty.
Ergo Bank Lamira. Maxwell Plumbing, Metalcraft of Mayville.
Michaels Corporation, Quest Interiors, Schroffnagel Implements, Skyline Roofing.
Surefire Heating and Cooling, Westfall Printing and Graphics, Bristol Morgan Bank, Marshview Veterinary Clinic, Leroy Meats, Mayville Savings Bank, Bernard Plumbing, Keller Building,